63 free throws have been made. That's a current total of 26,300 meals donated to help our neighbors in need. This is the Reed's Jewelers pregame show. The Tar Heels are at Clemson, a team that enters today's game at 11-2 overall and 1-1 in league play. Brad Brownell's Tigers have beaten quality teams on the road this year like Alabama and Pittsburgh. The Tigers have wins over South Carolina and TCU, and oh, by the way, they can score, averaging better than 82 points per game, which Jones is good for fourth best in the conference in that category.
Absolutely. And, Dave, before we talk about that, just want to say thank you to Clemson. And I put something out on social media about this as well. When we arrived here to our broadcast location, Ben Winterroud, who is the SID for Clemson's men's basketball program, had left some flowers here at our broadcast location, and they have everybody has a little nameplate where you go and sit down, and it'll say, Tar Heel Sports Network or something like that from where you're supposed to sit. And they had left one here that said, in loving memory of Eric Montross, and I believe it said husband, father, son, Tar Heel. So just an incredibly kind gesture from Clemson, and Ben was the one who spurred that. So thank you, Ben. Thank you, Clemson, for your kind gesture this afternoon. It meant a lot to us, certainly. Now the Clemson basketball team is very good, Dave. You're right. They're experienced, and they can really put the ball in the basket. And Pete, I feel like Syracuse transfer Joe Girard has really made such a big difference for this Clemson team this year. There are a lot of familiar names if you've been an ACC fan over the last several years. Chase Hunter and Ian Shefflin and, of course, P.J. Hall. All these are great players. But Girard, who is another familiar name, scored more than 1,600 points at Syracuse, seems to have really changed this team. He's opened them up offensively, and he's shooting really well, better than 45% from three. He's great at the free throw line, so he gives you that guy at the end of the game that can handle the ball that you feel good about if you're protecting a lead. And he has really, in my opinion, made this a much more dangerous Clemson team to go against. It. They can really put the ball in the basket a lot of different ways.
No doubt. I was doing some of the research. When you're working with the team, you kind of focus on that team. So I don't know that I remembered he had transferred until I started doing some research, and I was like, oh, that guy from Syracuse, he was deadly. He seemed like he always, and I was trying to say in the earlier on that he is not only a shooter, he's a scorer. He can hit the open three, but he's coming off screens, and as Coach Davis was saying, he's getting contested shots, and he's hitting those. He is a difference maker for this team. They already had some pretty solid presence down low in the front court with P.J. Hall and Shefflin. But when you throw in now an experienced guard that can score at all the different levels, it makes it very difficult to defend this team, and somebody you have to plan for.
And, Dave, they do have some good ability down low as well. I mean, P.J. Hall is, preseason first-team all-conference, and he's going to challenge for All-American. In fact, if you had to pick ACC Player of the Year right now, I think R.J. Davis and P.J. Hall would probably be the two guys that would get the most votes. He has played terrifically. He leads Clemson in points, steals, blocks. He's second in rebounding behind only Shefflin, who is a terrific rebounder at nearly 10 per game. And so that they really do have a quality inside-out attack that they can bring to you. And so I mentioned those good defensive numbers for Carolina when we started the broadcast. They've held the last three opponents 35% shooting, 28.5% from three. They will need that kind of defensive effort today.
Yeah, getting back to offense real quick, this game has the top two scoring leaders in the ACC on the floor. R.J. Davis leading the way for Carolina, and then Hall, who's second in the conference at just over 20 per game. And, guys, just before we go to our next break, a quick word on Brad Brownell, because this story, I think, is a good one. He's not been to a Final Four or won an ACC title, but he's been at the helm for 14 years, and in that time, Clemson's got a consistent identity. They've got good development of players, and postseason play has now become more the norm than the exception for a program that's always struggling in the shadow of the football program.
Yeah, I think it's credit to Clemson for having patience as well with Brad Brownell, and not that he wasn't a good coach when he arrived, but it hasn't always been easy for the Tigers, and they haven't always been one of the top half of the league type of teams. But that's where they are right now. In fact, I think, Dave, if you had to say the 4 best teams right now in the league, I think Clemson's in that group of 4. I think Tar Heels are as well. And so he's done a really good job. And they kind of like the Tar Heels, Pete, to me, and I know we got to be fast, to me, one of their biggest strengths is their experience. They've got a lot of guys who played a lot of basketball, had success. These are 2 of the older teams in the league that'll go at it today.
No doubt. And that's the kind of team you kind of fear because they've been there. They've been through some tested battles. And when you have a coach that's been around so long, what they tend to do is they start to establish an identity. And that's the kind of thing that Clemson has now. They got proven toughness, a pretty good defensive team year in, year out. So it's going to be a challenge against an experienced team at home.
Carolina and Clemson on the way at noon, on the way after a quick break. Pete will stick around. Adam Lucas will join us. They'll answer some of your Carolina questions. And Jones speaks with Coach Davis inside the Continental Tire Coach's Corner. That's after this from Learfield.
SeatGeek's the ticketing app for fans like the sideline shot caller.
Come on, boys, pick up the pace!
SeatGeek got him a great deal on seats right near the action, so when he yells,
"What are you doing? Block him!"
he'd be absolutely sure the players heard him. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
They're not just the Tar Heels, they're your Tar Heels. Customize your Wells Fargo debit card or open an account today to show your Carolina pride with every purchase. Get started at wellsfargo.com/Tar Heels. Wells Fargo is proud to be the official bank of Carolina Athletics. Copyright 2023. Wells Fargo Bank, N.A. Member FDIC.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball. But legendary teams let their performance do the talking. Like the Ford Bronco SUV. Rugged and powerful, so you can conquer just about any terrain. Connectivity that allows you to stay in touch. Designed to make your adventures worth talking about for years to come. Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport. That's what legends are made of. See your Carolina Ford dealer today. Some models, trims, and features may not be available or may be subject to change.
This is Carolina basketball from Learfield.
It's bow time. Sometimes the craving for Bojangles Supremes is so strong you just gotta have them. Even when your gas tank is on empty and Bojangles is still 10 miles down the highway. Nothing beats the flavor of Bojangles juicy golden Supremes, especially when they're part of a perfect combo with 4 boldly seasoned chicken Supremes, a made-from-scratch biscuit, fixin', and some legendary iced tea. The only thing that can satisfy your hunger is that delicious southern flavor. So when the craving is supreme, put the pedal to the metal. It's bow time.
It's never lost on Window World that your home is your largest physical investment. Window World's integrity will be noticed from your very first moment of contact. The clean, professional installation of premium windows, siding, doors, and more are designed to last while leaving your home looking amazing. Window World and their lifetime warranty will always be there when it really matters. They're America's most trusted remodeler and a proud partner of Carolina Athletics because the difference is integrity and always in the details.
Your one-stop for all college sports is the Varsity app and the brand new Varsity Network website, thevarsitynetwork.com. Keep up with your favorite teams and the rest of college sports, no matter where you are, with thevarsitynetwork.com. Live and on-demand broadcasts, your favorite college-centric podcasts, with stories and video around college sports and your favorite teams. Be sure to download the Varsity app and check out the brand new Varsity Network website, thevarsitynetwork.com.
Show is brought to you by Reed's Jewelers. The official Reed's Jewelers tip-off time is 12:01. Reed's Jewelers, your home for fine Swiss timepieces, beautiful diamonds, and the world's most luxurious jewelry brands. That's Reed's Jewelers, trusted with life's moments. Visit your local Reed's Jewelers or Reeds.com. Time for Pete Chilcutt and Adam Lucas to answer some of your Carolina questions. And first one up for Pete comes from Ashley Alexander. Pete, we danced around this a little earlier today as you make your triumphant return to Littlejohn Coliseum. So what sticks out to you about the venue and maybe some memories of when you played?
What sticks out to me is it seems very fan-friendly. It seems like there's a lot of students in the lower level. I'm a big fan of having that kind of environment where we can get loud, and if I'm the home crowd, loud and in the ears of the opponent. I remember playing back here during my heyday, which was never, but back in the late 80s and early 90s when it was just loud in here. And all the orange and the fans, they were probably never top tier, but they were always really good teams here. And you throw in that home court advantage. We lost a couple here, if I don't remember correctly. So it's in any environment with a really good, talented team, you throw in the home court, it makes it a lot more challenging. And that's my memory of Littlejohn.
All right, next question, and Adam, this might be Coach Davis's pseudonym here, Marshall Wright, who wants to know, is Carolina's recent rebounding improvement sustainable?
I think it probably isn't. I know Jones talked about this a little bit earlier. You've gotten really good work from Harrison Ingram on the boards here the last couple games. I mean, look, Carolina's going to out-rebound Charleston Southern, but I think to do it against Pitt is a little more encouraging. Going to have to be even better today against Clemson because the Tigers really are good at keeping opponents off the offensive glass. I think the Tar Heels need to do that in order to have good success offensively. Pete, about Littlejohn, now when you played here, the students were on the court behind the basket, and that one guy in the overalls was here for like 14 years.
Yeah.
Were they? Did they ever get in the way or have any commentary for Chili P?
I'm pretty sure he said some inappropriate things to me, some probably about my my abilities or anything he could have said. Again, the thing that I like as a competitor, I actually enjoyed when they're down there and they're super loud, like NC State or Duke used to be. It is extremely challenging, but as a competitor, it's kind of fun to be in that environment.
You know what else is kind of fun, Pete? 14 years in the student section. That's unrivaled. Guys, wow. Thanks a lot. We'll hear more from Adam with Coach Brownell a little bit later on. Right now, we're going to check in with Jones, who is joined by Coach Davis inside the Continental Tire Coach's Corner. The smart choice in tires, and for a dealer near you, just go to ContinentalTire.com.
Second game of this difficult road trip for Carolina comes this afternoon in Clemson against the Tigers. I'm with the head coach of the Tar Heels, Hubert Davis. We are inside the Continental Tire Coach's Corner. Coach, before we get to today, let's look back to Tuesday night. What an impressive performance and a tough performance from your team, one that seemed like really made you pleased when it was all said and done.
It was. I was really proud of the group because in order to win in the conference, a true road game, our first really true road game, and against a Pittsburgh team that, we've struggled against over the last couple of years, and they're always tough-minded, very good. They were the best rebounding team in the conference. I just thought our toughness was really good that night. One of the things that I said is we have to win the battle in the trenches. That's the box outs, the rebounds, the loose balls, first to the floor. I thought we did that. I thought defensively we did a really good job on Henson, who is one of the better players in the country. We out-rebounded them by 10. We got 16 offensive rebounds. I even told them at practice, I said, you guys ruined it. Now you showed me what you can do. So now this is something that I'm going to expect every day.
One of the hard parts about the ACC is the fact that you had this great win on Tuesday, and now it's coming right back at you again today against Clemson. How do you convey that message? And I know you have an older team, but how do you convey that message to your guys that it is a consistent thing that has to happen?
Well, it is. I mean, that's something that we talk about, but I really believe our non-conference schedule has really helped us and set us up for our conference play. I mean, the level of teams that we played in non-conference, the places that we played, the different styles, I think it gave us a great example of what you have to bring to the table every night. And so having to play Pitt and then go on the road against Clemson, that's something, maybe not a true road game, but in terms of the level of competition and a different style, that's something that we've done early in the season thus far.
There was so much talk these last couple of years about your bench and your depth, and it seems like your bench and your depth is a real strength for this team this year. What has allowed this group to be able to be 8, 9, 10 deep of guys that are effective and can come in and help you?
Well, it's all on them. It's their preparation, it's the way that they have practiced and the way that they have played. You can talk about, the impact that, Jay Wash and Jay Witt and Seth have had coming off the bench. But Pack started off the year starting, and he's coming off the bench. He gives us tremendous help coming off the wing. Zayden comes off the bench, and he played double-figure minutes against Oklahoma, and I really feel like he was a huge reason why we won the game because of his rebounding and his just intensity. And so just, all the credit goes to the players, the way that they have put themselves in a position to help out and play, and when their number is called, they're ready to go.
That group of Tar Heels will see Clemson today. We'll talk about the Tigers a little later in our pregame show.
It's game day, a day where great food, friends, and family always come together. And bringing people together is what Harris Teeter is all about. We make sure you have the best and most delicious game day foods. Whether you're heading to the arena or making your own tailgate at home, Harris Teeter is where Tar Heel fans shop for groceries. And you can save big on your game day celebration just by joining EVIC. Sign up today and save hundreds of dollars per month. Harris Teeter, let's game day together.
Steel gives you more than just reliable landscaping tools. Steel gives you battery-powered equipment trusted by the pros. From mowers and blowers to chainsaws and trimmers, take on your outdoor space with a name pros trust. Right now, save $20 on the BGA 57 battery blower set, including the AK-20 battery and AL101 battery charger. Real Steel. Find yours at steeldealers.com. Available for a limited time at participating dealers while supplies last.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog, because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain Cold Refreshment made to chill.
2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
This is the Tar Heel Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey Tar Heel fans, this is Hubert Davis, head men's basketball coach at the University of North Carolina. Carolina fans are the best in the nation, and I'm so thankful for your support. Just like our team relies on solid fundamentals, you need the right foundation for your feet. And that's where the Good Feet store comes in. Their team of trained arch support specialists will find a personalized solution for you to help relieve foot, back, knee, and even hip pain. Support your heels today and head to the Good Feet store in Chapel Hill, Raleigh, Greensboro, and a new location in Wilmington.
They're not just the Tar Heels, they're your Tar Heels. Customize your Wells Fargo debit card or open an account today to show your Carolina pride with every purchase. Get started at wellsfargo.com/Tar Heels. Wells Fargo is proud to be the official bank of Carolina Athletics. Copyright 2023. Wells Fargo Bank, N.A. Member FDIC.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup for the 2023-24 college athletics season? You can follow the standings of your favorite school or alma mater at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. That's thedirectorscup.com and L Directors Cup on Twitter. Trophies will be awarded in June 2024 to the winning institutions in all competitive divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
It is the Reed's Jewelers pregame show, and Armando Bacot on the way as he's seen a lot in his almost 5 years on campus, from a chance at a national championship to missing the tournament altogether. It's been a roller coaster ride for the Richmond, Virginia native. Bacot met with the media yesterday to discuss a number of topics, including what sets this team apart from last year's group.
It's been great just this year having so many different guys that can score. I mean, obviously we see RJ, and having a player on your team like that can shoot the ball and just score in so many different ways, I mean, it's completely opened up our offense. And then we got plays, obviously, for Cormac, too, and just his ability to shoot. And then Total and Harrison, too, just being able to just score in so many different ways. I mean, it's just been amazing, because it's not like in past years where if teams try to take me away, we kind of just fall flat and don't have offenses. I mean, RJ can obviously do all the things he can do, and then we got Harrison and Cormac, so it's been great.
Our final clip here from Bacot revolves around some of the history that he's made. Nobody in Carolina basketball history has grabbed more rebounds than Bacot, and he mentioned the rebounding crown as his most significant individual accomplishment during his career. He also said the work done on the glass at Pitt was exactly what the staff had been waiting for this team to do.
That's something that Coach Davis has been pushing on us since day one, and I mean every year at UNC, the coach is that's one of the main things they're going to push is rebounding, and Coach Davis, he's been trying to get us to emphasize that even more. And like I said, to do it versus the number one rebounding team in the ACC, it showed that it can be done, and it's something that Coach Davis would definitely be expecting more out of us.
And that's Carolina's Armando Bacot. We'll pump the brakes and come back with Clemson head coach Brad Brownell on the Reed's Jewelers pregame show from Learfield.
North Carolina's 26 electric cooperatives are partnering with outstanding educators to bring creative learning to life through the Bright Ideas Grant Program. These grants have positively impacted millions of students in all 100 counties in the Tar Heel State. Grant applications are being accepted now. Teachers, if you have a bright idea for energizing learning in your classroom, apply now by contacting your local electric cooperative or visiting ncbrightideas.com. North Carolina's electric cooperatives, powering a brighter future.
What does Carolina basketball have in common with the Honda Accord? More trophies than Duke. The award-winning 2023 Honda Accord, named to Car and Driver's 10 Best list a record 37 times. Part of Honda's impressive full lineup. Accord, Civic, CR-V, HR-V, Pilot, Passport, Odyssey, and Ridgeline. With available Honda Sensing, Apple CarPlay, and more. Because winning fans deserve a winning car. Find one now at your Honda dealers of the Carolinas.
At Reed's Jewelers, we know that the rules of engagement were made to be broken. So don't settle for the first ring you see in the case. When you put a ring on it, make the moment your own with something that's just as unique as your love. Whether you're going big, keeping it subtle, or finding a happy medium, we're here to help you say I do with a one-of-a-kind design. Because doing things your way is what makes them mean everything. Reed's Jewelers, an official partner of Tar Heel Sports. Visit your local Reed's Jewelers in-store or online at reeds.com to chat with an expert.
This is Carolina basketball from Learfield.
Together, that's how we stay in the game, ready to play. As one great team, UNC Health is keeping you well by bringing renewed focus, approach, and dedicated services close to you. Exceptional care is what you and your family deserve. Together, let's put points on the board for life well played. Team up with UNC Health, proud partner of Carolina Athletics.
For any surface and every season, Continental Tire is the smart choice in tires. From ultra-high-performance tires like the Extreme Contact Sport to passenger touring tires to all-terrain light truck tires like the Terrain Contact AT, Continental has a tire that gives you confidence no matter the road conditions. Whether you're looking for summer, all-season, or winter tires, Continental Tire has something to fit your needs. Visit ContinentalTire.com to find your ideal tire. Continental Tire, a proud partner of Carolina Athletics.
Aw, shucks, the game's on TV, but I can't listen to the call of my favorite team broadcasters.
Never fear, Sync My Game is here.
Sync My Game?
Yes, Sync My Game. If you have a DVR and streaming device, head to syncmygame.com from Learfield. It's never been easier to hear the impassioned voices of your favorite radio crew synced with the TV.
Wow, thank you, Mr.
Just remember, syncmygame.com.
Carolina basketball is brought to you by Coca-Cola. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Take a taste. This is the Reed's Jewelers pregame show.
Brad Brownell has been the head coach at Clemson for almost a decade and a half. After his first season, the Tigers missed the NCAA tournament for 6 consecutive years. But Clemson stuck with Brownell, and the second half of his tenure has netted 3 20-win seasons, 2 appearances in the Big Dance, and a pair of third-place finishes in the ACC. Here's Coach Brownell with Adam Lucas.
Coach, you've been pretty frank since the Miami game about needing a little more defensively from your team. What's been the points of emphasis in practice the last couple days?
Well, we haven't had much practice, to be honest with you. It's been hard. It's not exactly what you want when you've got North Carolina coming in on noon at Saturday after getting home at 2 a.m. on Thursday. We watched the film. Obviously, our first half defense wasn't too bad. It was actually pretty good. And then second half, they made some tremendous shooting by Miami. Give them a ton of credit. Their kids played with great confidence. But we were just very undisciplined. And then when we got behind, I thought we panicked and gambled and just did not do the things that we normally do. Obviously, playing Carolina, getting back, getting your defense set, rebounding the ball, are going to be huge keys in this game, trying to keep them off the foul line, all the things that they do extremely well, usually better than almost anybody in the ACC.
When you tell college kids you need more physically, defensively, how do you make sure they understand it's a balance between need more but not too much, need you in the game?
Yeah, it is. I think that's a great point is, like P.J. Hall gets in foul trouble today, that's going to be a problem. We don't have another one. And, we're right now we're a little limited in our bench. We've got a couple guys not been out basically most of the year, and we've got some younger guys, newer guys, and so it's been a little bit hard, and I think there are times we've gotten tired. But at the same time, we have to stay connected. Like we just got to make sure. I think this day and age, especially when you have some good offensive players, guys want to try to win it back on that end and make up for mistakes on defense by, shooting their way out of it. And when you take some bad shots, all that does is make it worse because now you're in transition defense, and that's not going to be good. So that happened to us a little bit in the Miami game as well. Second half, we just got a little undisciplined in both sides, and when we're undisciplined, we're not as good as people think we are.
Your team has been very good at keeping other teams off the offensive glass. How have you been so successful in that area?
Obviously, we emphasize boxing out. We talk about it a lot. I think if you can keep teams in the half court, you have a better chance. That's number one. If you're not getting beat, and rotating, you're not in rotation. That's another, important factor. So just some simple things like that. Making sure guys understand all those things, and then then you got to compete. You got to compete, and we're not the biggest, strongest team. We're trying to get guys like Chauncey Wiggins to rebound the ball a little bit better, and certainly this will be a game where that'll be a major factor.
That's Clemson head coach Brad Brownell. Tar Heels and Tigers coming up soon at Littlejohn. Coach, thank you.
Thank you.
And we're back with the action. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. With an irresistible taste and zero sugar, Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any sports fan. So make sure you... Wait, Jim, I didn't mean try it right now. We're still on the air.
Best Coke ever? Take a taste, Jen.
Really?
No, not right now, Jen. We got a game to call.
We know there's only one team you want to watch, and Bally Sports is the place to get your Tar Heels. Join Bally Sports every week as we dive into the heart of the action with exclusive interviews with coaches and players across UNC athletics. Relive every incredible highlight and get in-depth breakdowns from each game. Watch Carolina Insider on Bally Sports South every Monday at 3 and stream it on the Bally Sports app. Bally Sports, home of the only team you want to watch.
It's bow time. Sometimes the craving for Bojangles Supremes is so strong you just gotta have them. Even when your gas tank is on empty and Bojangles is still 10 miles down the highway. Nothing beats the flavor of Bojangles Juicy Golden Supremes, especially when they're part of a perfect combo with 4 boldly seasoned chicken Supremes, a made-from-scratch biscuit, fixin', and some legendary iced tea. The only thing that can satisfy your hunger is that delicious southern flavor. So when the craving is supreme, put the pedal to the metal. It's bow time.
This is the Tar Heel Sports Network from Learfield.
Facing divorce or family law matters? Count on Wake Family Law Group. Led by board-certified family law specialists, we approach your divorce or custody case with integrity and meticulous attention to detail, aiming for positive outcomes for you. Rely on us to advocate for your interests and help you move forward. Serving the Triangle and surrounding counties, learn more at www.wakefamilylawgroup.com. Wake Family Law Group, your future, our priority.
What does Carolina basketball have in common with the Honda Accord? More trophies than Duke. The award-winning 2023 Honda Accord, named to Car and Driver's 10 Best list a record 37 times. Part of Honda's impressive full lineup. Accord, Civic, CR-V, HR-V, Pilot, Passport, Odyssey, and Ridgeline. With available Honda Sensing, Apple CarPlay, and more. Because winning fans deserve a winning car. Find one now at your Honda dealers of the Carolinas.
Your one stop for all college sports is the Varsity app and the brand new Varsity Network website, thevarsitynetwork.com. Keep up with your favorite teams and the rest of college sports, no matter where you are, with thevarsitynetwork.com. Live and on-demand broadcasts, your favorite college-centric podcasts, with stories and video around college sports and your favorite teams. Be sure to download the Varsity app and check out the brand new Varsity Network website, thevarsitynetwork.com.
Reed Jewelers pregame show continues with a look at the North Carolina Farm Bureau scoreboard. Helping you is what they do best. Our featured matchup, one of two noon games, number 8 Carolina and number 16 Clemson. The other matchup at 12 o'clock has Pittsburgh at Louisville. At 2 o'clock, Virginia travels to NC State. Later at 2:15, it's Wake Forest and Miami from Winston. Boston College heads to Georgia Tech at 4 o'clock. The other 4 o'clock tip has Virginia Tech visiting Florida State. And the final ACC game of the day begins at 6. From South Bend, it's number 14 Duke at Notre Dame. That'll do it for a look at the ACC schedule on the North Carolina Farm Bureau scoreboard. Another break and part 2 of the Continental Tire Coaches Corner when we come back after this from Learfield.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain Cold Refreshment made to chill.
2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
It's not for everyone, only for you. The medication your doctor prescribes is exclusively yours to take as directed. Nobody else should be taking it. It's up to you to keep your medication secure and to safely dispose of any unused medications. Don't let anyone take what's yours. Your prescription, your responsibility. Be aware, don't share. Lock your meds.
Supported by NCDHHS, Division of Mental Health, Developmental Disabilities, and Substance Abuse Services. Visit lockyourmeds.org/NC.
Every day in the U.S., more than 9 people are killed and 1,000 injured in crashes involving a distracted driver. You can't control other motorists, but you can control how you operate your vehicle. Avoid distractions while driving, like texting or checking social media. You can't drive safely unless driving has your full attention. Any non-driving activity you engage in increases your risk of crashing. Brought to you by Trusted Choice Independent Insurance Agents of North Carolina. Learn more at trustedchoice.com/GoHeels.
This is Carolina basketball from Learfield.
They're not just the Tar Heels, they're your Tar Heels. Customize your Wells Fargo debit card or open an account today to show your Carolina pride with every purchase. Get started at wellsfargo.com/Tar Heels. Wells Fargo is proud to be the official bank of Carolina Athletics. Copyright 2023. Wells Fargo Bank, N.A. Member FDIC.
Window World, America's largest exterior remodeler and a proud partner of UNC, provides exceptional quality windows, siding, doors, and more. They're headquartered right here in North Carolina and have enhanced over 100,000 homes across 30 counties for over 25 years. Improving your largest investment with energy efficiency products and creating amazing curb appeal is what they do best. From Raleigh-Durham to Rocky Mount, down to Fayetteville and beyond. Call, click, or visit Window World, a proud partner of Carolina Athletics, today.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup for the 2023-24 college athletics season? You can follow the standings of your favorite school or alma mater at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. That's thedirectorscup.com and L Directors Cup on Twitter. Trophies will be awarded in June 2024 to the winning institutions in all competitive divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
loss, but a difficult road game against Miami. This team owns wins over TCU. It went on the road and beat Alabama. What has impressed you as you've prepared for this game against the Tigers?
For me, it's just another typical Clemson team. They're extremely well coached. Coach Brownell is one of the better coaches in the country, and his teams are always solid defensively, very physical. And when you have a guy like PJ Hall, who is a big that can score around the basket, can shoot threes and rebound the basketball, you're going to be in pretty good shape, and it helps out a lot to have somebody that can shoot like Joe Girard. And so, from an offensive standpoint, they can score consistently in the paint, but they also can shoot the ball from three. I think they're close to number one or at the top of the list in terms of made threes per game, almost a little bit over 9 threes a game. So they can score many different ways, and they're a good defensive team. So it'll be a good test against us, but we're excited about going up there and competing.
Last thing, Coach, this feels like it could be another physical game. These games against Clemson normally are.
I don't know if there's a game that's not physical, but you're right. Clemson is, just physicality in terms of rebounding and defense. For us, from an offensive standpoint, it's so important for us to set up our man to create space, to catch the ball where we want to, set screens, because they are physical. And but again, the teams and the level of competition that we played in preseason, we're not going to see anything that we hadn't seen before. And so I feel very good about our opportunity to play against a really good Clemson team.
Big Saturday in the ACC, Carolina on the road to see Clemson. Coach, as always, thank you for your time and best of luck.
All right, thanks a lot, Jones. Appreciate it.
A big Saturday indeed, as we remind you to take your Tar Heels tailgate to the next level with a new Honda. See your Honda dealer of the Carolinas today. Jones, my key to the game is balance. The Tar Heels have proven they can get as many as 6 guys into double figures. Should be a high-scoring game. The Tar Heels have to put it in the hole.
Pete, I'm going individual defense. Clemson stresses you defensively. Each individual Carolina defender has got to do his job.
I'm going to hit some shots in the first 10 minutes, come out with a good effort. We can't fall behind like we did against Pitt.
Those are our keys to the game as Carolina gets ready to play Clemson in the second of 3 consecutive ACC road games. Jones and Pete will have the play-by-play for you when we come back after this from Learfield.
New Year, New Me was going to be my 2024 shopping mantra until I realized how expensive that mantra was. Luckily, Kohl's is having their biggest clearance event of the season, and I saved up to 70% on so many great finds, like a warm fleece, cozy PJs, cute jeans, gorgeous dresses, and so much more. So don't wait. Hurry and get your new look for low prices in a limited time. Get to Kohl's. Select styles up to 70% offer ends January 21st. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
What widens the eyes, tightens the stomach, and flutters the heart. Adrenaline. Feel it for yourself in the Toyota RAV4, Camry, Corolla, and Tacoma. Lease a new 2024 Toyota RAV4 LE for $339 a month for 39 months. Toyota, let's go places. Offer valid through January 31st, 2024. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. 3638 due at signing. No security deposit with select equipment. $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fee. See dealer for details.
More than 129 people have died in home fires in North Carolina this year. That number is a tragic reminder of the importance of fire safety and having working smoke alarms. Most home fires happen during the winter months. The Office of State Fire Marshal under the Department of Insurance reminds everyone to test your smoke alarms and carbon monoxide alarms and practice your home fire escape plan. For more fire safety tips and activities for your family, visit ncosfm.gov. That's ncosfm.gov.
This is the Tar Heel Sports Network from Learfield.
Together, that's how we stay in the game, ready to play. As one great team, UNC Health is keeping you well by bringing renewed focus, approach, and dedicated services close to you. Exceptional care is what you and your family deserve. Together, let's put points on the board for life well played. Team up with UNC Health, proud partner of Carolina Athletics.
For any surface and every season, Continental Tire is the smart choice in tires. From ultra-high-performance tires like the Extreme Contact Sport to passenger touring tires to all-terrain light truck tires like the Terrain Contact AT, Continental has a tire that gives you confidence no matter the road conditions. Whether you're looking for summer, all-season, or winter tires, Continental Tire has something to fit your needs. Visit ContinentalTire.com to find your ideal tire. Continental Tire, a proud partner of Carolina Athletics.
Aw, shucks. The game's on TV, but I can't listen to the call of my favorite team broadcasters.
Never fear, Sync My Game is here.
Sync My Game?
Yes, Sync My Game. If you have a DVR and streaming device, head to syncmygame.com from Learfield. It's never been easier to hear the impassioned voices of your favorite radio crew synced with the TV.
Wow, thank you, Mr.
Just remember, syncmygame.com.
Old school ACC rivalry, Carolina and Clemson. This has been a rivalry that has really been one-sided through the years. Carolina 135 wins and just 23 losses to the Tigers all time. But these are two really good teams. Carolina ranked number 8 in the country in the AP poll, number 9 in the coaches poll. Clemson ranked number 16 in both AP and coaches polls. Thanks for being with us from Little John Coliseum tonight. Again, I'm Jones Angel, along with former Tar Heel All-ACC performer Pete Chilcutt. Excited to be bringing you Carolina and Clemson. Let's get to the starting lineups presented by Coors Light. Coors Light, made to chill, an official beer of the Tar Heels. We'll start off with the Tigers. They're 11-2 overall, 1-1 in conference play. Actually suffered their first loss in ACC action earlier this week with a 95-82 defeat at the hands of Miami, a game in which Miami shot 75% in the second half. Brad Brownell is the head coach of the Tigers, 252 wins to 179 losses in his decade plus with Clemson. In the backcourt, we'll start with Syracuse transfer Joe Girard, 6'2 graduate student from Glen Falls, New York, had more than 1,600 points with the Orange and having a great year in a different Orange, the Clemson Orange, averaging nearly 16 points, 4 assists, 3.5 rebounds per game, shooting 45% from 3. Chase Hunter, 6'4.5", redshirt senior from Atlanta, 11.5 points, 3.5 assists for Hunter. Up front, Chauncey Wiggins, 6'10.5", sophomore from Grayson, Georgia, 8 points per game, but his last 7 games, that average bumps up to better than 12. Ian Shefflin, 6'8", junior from Loganville, Georgia, 9 or more rebounds in 9 of his last 10 games. He's second in the ACC at nearly 10 rebounds per contest on average. And P.J. Hall, 6'10.5", senior, Spartanburg at South Carolina, Clemson's leader in points and second in the ACC with 20.2 points per game. He is the leading shot blocker in the ACC at better than 2 per contest. Carolina comes in at 10-3 overall, 2-0 in conference action. Hubert Davis in his third year leading the Heels, 59 wins, 26 losses for Coach Davis in his 2+ seasons. And the Heels sticking with their starting 5 of Elliot Cadeau, the rookie from West Orange, New Jersey, 7 of 11 from the field in his last 2 games. R.J. Davis, the ACC's leading scorer, at better than 21 points per game. The senior is from White Plains, New York. Also for Carolina, Notre Dame transfer Cormac Ryan, the graduate student originally from New York, just 2 for 10 from 3 since that 4 of 7 performance against Kentucky a couple weeks ago. Harrison Ingram, been battling a right hand and wrist problem. That's getting better. 6'7" junior from Dallas is still averaging 13.5 points, 7 rebounds per game, coming off a career-high 15 rebounds in the victory over Pitt. And Armando Bacot, the 6'11" graduate student from Richmond, Virginia, averaging 15 points in an ACC best, 11 rebounds per game. He is also at nearly 2 blocks per game. That's tied for 5th in the conference. We'll get to our Duncan uniform report after we break 10 seconds. Station ID down the lines on the Tar Heel Sports Network. Time to get back to buzzer beaters, blocks. Well, I'll tell you, we'll tell you that afterwards because Ron Groover has already put the ball in the air and P.J. Hall and Armando Bacot make contact simultaneously. Hall, though, able to slap it into the backcourt. It will belong to Clemson first. We'll set the officials and the uniforms for you in just a moment. But right now, Wiggins pulls up, has it stripped away, but it falls into the hands of Hall. And then a foul called on Cadeau, I believe, for digging down. It is on Cadeau. Yeah. As Hall was going one-on-one with Bacot, Cadeau tried to dig down and help and picked up the foul. So we talked about Cadeau's foul issues. He's fouled out twice this year, has more fouls than any other player on Carolina's roster, and he fouls P.J. Hall just 16 seconds into the game. So Hall's going to go to the line for 2 shots. That Duncan uniform report that we were trying to tell you about, brought to you by Duncan. Welcome back, Tar Heel fans. America runs on Duncan as Hall's first free throw is good. Carolina wearing the road Carolina blues with white numbers, letters, and trim. Argyle down the side of the jerseys and shorts. Clemson in the home white with bright orange numbers, letters, and trim. Today, Ron Groover, Tony Henderson, Lamar Simpson are the 3 officials calling the action. And it's 2-0 as Hall, nearly an 80% free throw shooter, makes both after the foul on Cadeau. Here comes Carolina the other way. Heels going right to left as we see it here in Littlejohn. Cadeau loops a pass right of the lane to R.J. Davis. Catch and shoot jumper. Nothing but net on the right baseline. All in one motion, Pete.
Yeah, we talked about Elliott staying out of foul trouble on the very first play. Got to be a little smarter on that one.
2-2 the score. Ball goes down low. Harrison Ingram intercepts. The pass from Hall to Shefflin was too tall. Ingram intercepted it on the back end. Ingram going all the way down the floor on his own dribble. Now backs up into the left corner. Tries to drive on Shefflin and is going to get called for the charge. So Ingram picked up the turnover by Clemson on one side. Never passed it as he drove up the floor and then gets called for the charge, running into the chest of Shefflin on the left baseline. So already 2 fouls on Carolina, 1 on Cadeau and 1 on Ingram, and we still haven't played a full minute here in this 2-2 ball game. Girard trying to back in, right of the lane against Davis, has to send it out to Hall, now to Wiggins. Pump fake against Ryan, sends it out to Hall on the left wing. Shot clock down to 10 as Girard has it again in the big Tiger Ball logo in the center jump circle. Driving against Davis. Pump fake gets Davis in the air. Girard's jumper from about 10 won't go, though. Rebound pulled down off the back iron by Cormac Ryan. Ryan gets it down to Bacot really deep. He draws a foul, gets the bucket, and he'll have a chance for 3.
I love it. Getting down there fast, posting up hard. That's what you got to do early on in the game.
Fouls on Hall, his first, and Bacot will have a chance to give Carolina a 3-point advantage. Hall has, talking about Cadeau fouling out twice, Hall has fouled out twice this year for Clemson. He has 39 personal fouls, by far the most on Clemson's team.
Yeah, it's going to be huge if we can get him in foul trouble.
Bacot's free throw, short, looked short out of the hand. He had been a perfect 6 of 6 on Tuesday night against Pittsburgh and have been shooting well as of late, 80% on the season, but that one came up shy. So it's 4-2. Clemson did have the rebound, but then they turn it over. R.J. Davis able to take the errant pass away in the middle of the paint. Comes up the floor, gets it to Bacot again, double team there, to a cutting Ingram, finds Ryan in the corner for a wide open triple. Great ball movement, results in the 3.
That was a beautiful play by everyone involved. That was awesome.
7-2, Carolina fired up. They're all bent over, ready defensively. Ryan, Ingram, Davis all clapping their hands together as Wiggins bangs Ryan off of him and hits the mid-range left of the lane. Boy, Wiggins is big now, 6'10 and a half. And he's a skilled player and coming into his own, playing very well in the last several games. Drive right of the lane by Cadeau, and he banks it home for 2.
You get the idea, when he wants to drive, he can get to the hole every time.
9-4, Carolina with the 5-point lead, 17:33 to go as Chase Hunter gets by Cadeau on the other side and lays it in. Dave talked about this in the pregame. There might be a lot of points scored today, and already both teams have put a fair amount on the scoreboard. 9-6, Tar Heels with the lead here, 17-17 to go in the first half. R.J. Davis deep on the left sideline. Down low to Bacot, through a double team, can't score. Fights his way to the rebound, and then he is fouled.
Nice.
I mean, he was between Shefflin and Hall, and Bacot just would not be denied.
Very aggressive right there, yeah.
Shefflin, I believe, is the man who's going to get called for the foul. It's his first and second on the Tigers. So Hall and Shefflin each with an early foul. Inbounds goes to Bacot. He'll flip it right back to the inbounder, Cadeau, on the right sideline. To Ryan. He hit a three earlier. That one's off the back iron. But Bacot, another rebound. He'll send it in the corner to Ingram. Another chance for three. That one's way short. It was an air ball, as now there's a tie-up on the rebound. Cormac Ryan will earn the possession on the arrow for Carolina. That three from Ingram, who's been a good three-point shooter this year, 43%. Right when he shot it, it was nowhere in the neighborhood of the rim.
Shut the door. There's some wind in here.
Boz Lida is going to check in, a transfer from UNCG, and Brad Brownell taking the opportunity to give P.J. Hall a stern talking to as he checks out. Coach Brownell said publicly he was not happy with Hall's physicality in their loss to Miami. As now Ingram has it for Carolina, drives, kicks to Ryan. Ryan into the paint, floater from the ACC logo is good. Cormac Ryan has 5, and Carolina's up 5, 11-6.
Great drive off the pass right there.
We'll see when Hall returns what kind of fire he has, because he was called out by Coach Brownell. Gerard trying to back in against R.J. Davis, sends it out, ends up to Chase Hunter. He'll leave it for the substitute Lida, and the big man misses the three from straight on. Lida had only taken and made 1 3 this year. Boy, Cadeau, some really nice dribbling. Gets by Hunter, kicks it out to Ingram. Ingram, hard drive, comes up way short on the runner. And it belongs to Clemson on the rebound. So Ingram, after a tough shooting night the other night, has struggled here early in this one. Gerard is going to draw the second foul on Cadeau as he tried to work past him, got the corner turned just a bit on the right side, and then picked up the second foul on Cadeau as he elevated to shoot. So Gerard, an excellent free throw shooter, will have 2 shots, and Cadeau will have 2 fouls. When we come back, 11-6. Carolina's up 5, but not everything's rosy with Cadeau with 2 personals, and Gerard going to the line. Seth Trimble will check in for Carolina. 16 minutes even to go in the first half. Carolina the early advantage, 11-6 over Clemson from Learfield.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talking basketball. But legendary teams let their performance do the talking. Like the Ford Bronco SUV. Rugged and powerful, so you can conquer just about any terrain. Connectivity that allows you to stay in touch. Designed to make your adventures worth talking about for years to come. Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport. That's what legends are made of. See your Carolina Ford dealer today. Some models, trims, and features may not be available or may be subject to change.
This is Carolina basketball from Learfield.
A day where great food, friends, and family always come together. And bringing people together is what Harris Teeter is all about. We make sure you have the best and most delicious game day foods. Whether you're heading to the arena or making your own tailgate at home, Harris Teeter is where Tar Heel fans shop for groceries. And you can save big on your game day celebration just by joining EVIC. Sign up today and save hundreds of dollars per month. Harris Teeter, let's game day together.
At Reed's Jewelers, we know that the rules of engagement were made to be broken. So don't settle for the first ring you see in the case. When you put a ring on it, make the moment your own with something that's just as unique as your love. Whether you're going big, keeping it subtle, or finding a happy medium, we're here to help you say I do with a one-of-a-kind design. Because doing things your way is what makes them mean everything. Reed's Jewelers, an official partner of Tar Heel Sports. Visit your local Reed's Jewelers in-store or online at reeds.com to chat with an expert.
4 minutes in, Tar Heels 11, Tigers 6. A lot to talk about after we tell you that Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina is the official health insurance partner of Carolina Athletics and believes an inclusive community is a healthy community. Here for the Tar Heels, here for all. Pete, a lot to like here early. Carolina's out-rebounding Clemson very early, of course, 5-2. They forced a couple of turnovers early on, but the fouls have been a bit of an issue. Already 3 on Carolina, 2 on Cadeau. Kind of a silly offensive foul on Ingram, so got to clean that up here for the Heels.
Yeah, no doubt. We got a little bit into that Pittsburgh game where they weren't calling anything, and now it seems like we're reaching a little bit. We got to be smart. We talked about Elliott in the pregame. He has to be smarter on some of those plays. We need him on the court.
Tar Heels have made some subs. Told you Trimble came in for Cadeau. Also, Jalen Washington has entered the game for Ingram.
Now, we mentioned Ingram's hand. He injured that hand wrist. It had been taped since the Kentucky game, and he has not shot as well since then. He was 2 of 14, of course, in that last game against Pitt. Now, we made a bunch of other winning plays, but did not shoot well. And he's 0 of 2 today, and neither of his shots have been particularly close. An air ball on a corner 3, and then came up way short on a forced runner. So, as Girard, a rare miss. I was about to tell you, Girard, a 92% shooter at the line. He's second best in the ACC. He'd been 35 of 38 this year, so I have to imagine this one's going in, and it is. So he goes 1 of 2. A rare miss for him, and it's 11 in. So the Heels do have Washington and Bacot out there together. Dylan Hunter, as Bacot finds a cutting R.J. Davis in the middle of the paint for the layup.
Nice cut right there. I'd like to see this big lineup. I'm a fan of it, so I'd like to see how it plans out today.
I was going to say Dylan Hunter had checked in for Clemson, but Carolina was doing such good things offensively, I didn't get a chance to finish telling you. 13-7 as Girard against the tough defense of Trimble. Trimble was right in his face, and Girard still hits the left elbow jumper to make it 13-9. Carolina's lead is 4. Washington against Shefflin, high post. Back to the basket, dribbles to the elbow, flips it out to Davis to reset the offense. Davis turns the corner, elevates, and is off the back iron on the jump shot. Rebound is fought for. It squirts out of bounds. Last touched by the Tar Heels. Jalen Washington tied up Boz Leida on the rebound, but before the whistle was blown for a jump ball, the ball popped out of there and went out of bounds, and it was deemed off Carolina. R.J. Godfrey checking in for Clemson, a 6'8 sophomore from Sewanee, Georgia. He is replacing Shefflin. Jalen Withers comes to the table for Carolina. He'll have to wait till the next dead ball before he enters for the first time. Hunter, that's Dylan Hunter, brother of Chase Hunter, gets it to Godfrey, right back to Dylan Hunter. Drives against Cormac Ryan, gets to the rim, but his shot's blocked by Ryan, and then the rebound picked out of the air by Jalen Washington. Carolina the other way with a 4-point lead. R.J. Davis to a trailing Trimble. To Washington up top. Wanted to go to Bacot, but he is getting wrestled with in the post by Godfrey. Couldn't get open. Now the Heels get it to him. Bacot throws his body into the defender, but can't finish on the up and under. Boy, there was a lot of contact on that. Really, that whole sequence.
Yeah, very physical down there.
With no whistle either way. Still 13-9, Carolina on top. Dylan Hunter between the circles in the front court for Clemson. Couple of left-handed dribbles, goes between the legs, drifts to the right wing. Now to the big man Leida up top. Over to Chase Hunter. His 3 won't go. Bacot with the rebound. To R.J. Davis. Davis banging his way forward. Finds Ryan in the corner for 3. No good. Jalen Washington slung to the ground by Leida. And Leida gets the rebound. Clemson the other way. Girard can't get the transition 3 and then has his layup attempt erased by Bacot, spiking it into the ground and out of bounds.
Yeah, I love the pace. The pace right now is really good for us. Getting back on defense well and pushing the ball on offense looks really good. Got to get a little bit better on that conversion.
Leida out, Hall back in. Also, Josh Beadle has checked in. He'll replace Girard. Withers checked in and Wojcik checked in for Carolina. So that 5 on the floor for Carolina. Davis, Trimble, Wojcik, Withers, Washington. There have been a lot of subs from both teams here early in this game, freely going to the bench here early on a Saturday with the Tar Heels up 13-9 on what will be a busy Saturday of ACC action. Carolina comes in 2-0, Clemson 1-1. Hall can shoot the 3, does so, but misses off the back iron. Seth Trimble rips the rebound away from Jalen Withers. It was going to belong to the Heels either way. Trimble loses his dribble a bit as he comes front side, able to recover, passes middle of the floor to Withers, now left side to Wojcik. Back to Trimble. Thought about the 3 straight on. Instead, he's going to drive into the purple paint, spin, turn, no good. Wojcik saves the rebound, but just kind of threw it into nobody, and eventually Clemson picks up the loose ball. Still 13-9. Tar Heels have gone a little cold here offensively. In fact, both teams struggling shooting right now. 13:05 to go first half. Withers loses his man Godfrey in the post. Godfrey spun by him to lay it in. That was the first field goal after 4 straight misses for Clemson. Tar Heels have missed 4 in a row, haven't scored in 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Jalen Washington will try and change that with a 3. It's short, and the rebound pulled down at the free throw line by Beadle. Clemson down 2 and on the run. Beadle all the way to the rim, blocked by Jalen Washington. Into the hands of R.J. Davis. Carolina the other way. Wojcik to the cup, draws contact, no whistle. Withers, though, there to clean it up and scoop it home.
Yeah, when you push the ball that fast, it creates mismatches on the boards. That was a good follow by Jalen.
Carolina shooting 7 of 17, and that's after making their first 4 shots. So just 3 of 13 since, but they lead it 15-11 with 12:17 to go in the first half. Chase Hunter got free from Trimble for a moment, drives in against Washington, and will score and draw the foul. Trimble got caught up behind a screen, and by the time he recovered, Hunter was heading the other way. And Washington, trying to help, picks up the personal. Hunter will have a chance for the three-point play. First foul on Washington, and Carolina leads at 15-13 with a free throw on the way for the Tigers. Bacot coming in, Washington going out. Hunter, Chase Hunter, 87% free throw shooter. And knocks it home. So he has 5 of Clemson's 14 points. And Tigers within 1. Carolina, Pete, just 1 of his last 7 offensively.
Yeah, the rhythm is not there right now. We got a little different lineup than we've seen before. These who we got on the court. Interesting to see if they go down low.
R.J. Davis instead will try a tough jumper, no good. Jalen Withers tips the rebound. Wojcik dives for it. Nobody ever gets to it, though, as it ends up into the sideline out of bounds. So Carolina, as this game will go to the 12-minute timeout, has Davis, Trimble, Wojcik, Withers, and Bacot. Those are the 5 leaving the floor to go to the timeout. We'll see if the Heels make any subs or come back out. We've said both teams have freely substituted, which have resulted in some odd combinations at times. Tar Heels just 1 of their last 8 from the floor. And because of that, Clemson's back within 1. 15-14 the score, and even 12 minutes to go in the first half in Littlejohn from Learfield.
For any surface and every season, Continental Tire is the smart choice in tires. From ultra-high-performance tires like the Extreme Contact Sport to passenger touring tires to all-terrain light truck tires like the Terrain Contact AT, Continental has a tire that gives you confidence no matter the road conditions. Whether you're looking for summer, all-season, or winter tires, Continental Tire has something to fit your needs. Visit ContinentalTire.com to find your ideal tire. Continental Tire, a proud partner of Carolina Athletics.
Texting while driving takes your eyes off the road for an average of 5 seconds. That's like driving the length of a basketball court 3 times with your eyes closed. Research shows you are 3 times more likely to get into an accident when distracted by a cell phone. Trusted Choice independent insurance agents urge you and your families to put down your phone. Every day in the U.S., more than 9 people are killed and 1,000 injured in crashes involving a distracted driver. Let's have a hands-free NC. Brought to you by Trusted Choice independent insurance agents of North Carolina. Learn more at trustedchoice.com/GoHeels.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do, do it with a Coors Light. Mountain Cold Refreshment made to chill.
2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
We're on the road with Honda dealers of the Carolinas. If you're a Tar Heel fan, don't just cheer for the best, drive the best. Drive a Honda. Better hurry, they're going fast. See your Honda dealer of the Carolinas today.
15-14, Carolina, 12 minutes to go first half. Not only was that ball out of bounds off the Tar Heels, in fact, they called a foul on Paxton Wojcik right before that timeout. Wojcik dove for the loose ball, wiped out a Tiger when he did so. And so Wojcik was called for the foul, his first, 5th on Carolina. Basketball camps are back. Young men who will be in 6th or 7th grade during the 24-25 school year can apply for a scholarship through their local electric cooperative to attend the Carolina Basketball School this June. Apply online at ncelectriccooperatives.com/sportscamps. North Carolina's electric cooperatives building a brighter future for people and communities across the Tar Heel state. Pete, Carolina 5 offensive rebounds, but only 4 second chance points. Carolina's been active, but right now just unable to get the ball in the basket.
Yeah, active. I don't see a rhythm out there. I'm not sure I can figure out what we're really trying to do. I think we established down low early, but we've gotten away from that a little bit. Seems like we're kind of just taking a few bad shots. not converting those rebounds like you mentioned. We'll be fine. Settle in a little bit, get a little bit more of identity back as far as getting it downstairs to Armando for some post moves.
Same 5 back on the floor. That's Davis, Trimble, Wojcik, Withers, Bacot. Cormac Ryan is Carolina's leading scorer with 5. R.J. Davis has 4, 2 for Cadeau, Bacot, and Withers. 5 for Chase Hunter to pace the Tigers. 3 points for Joseph Girard. 15-14, Clemson can take just its second lead of the game. They led 2-0. Carolina's led ever since. But Clemson has a chance here. Get it down low to Shefflin on a nice play, and Bacot able to score, or Bacot unable to stop him from scoring, as Shefflin gives Clemson the 16-15 lead. Tigers dribbled it to the free throw line, got it to Shefflin in great scoring position. Ball tipped away on a dribble handoff, out of bounds by Beadle. Carolina will have it with 19 on the shot clock. Hubert Davis pacing off the Tar Heel bench, walked all the way out to the timeline to say something to R.J. Davis. Davis well out on the left side of the floor. One-handed pass to the right side to Withers. Back to Davis. He'll loop it back to Withers. In the corner it goes to Trimble. Now down low to Bacot. Spins baseline and able to flip it over the front of the iron for 2.
Strong move.
Bacot able to get by R.J. Godfrey. Godfrey's 6'8", but just 228 down there. So Godfrey has Carolina lost Shefflin again.
Oh, whoa. I didn't see
and
that.
Shefflin tried to dunk it, which did not go in. And a foul was called on Jalen Withers for pushing Shefflin in the back. The dunk popped up in the air. Shefflin hung on the rim, and it did go through as he hung on the rim, but that won't count. And Withers just a reach-out shove there once Shefflin had gotten past him. That's an easy call. As on back-to-back plays, Carolina's just lost Shefflin cutting to the hoop on the left side. First free throw good by Shefflin. And Carolina's going to take the opportunity to sub as Withers and Trimble will go out. Ryan and Ingram return. So the Heels now, as Withers is going to go to the locker room area by himself. Carolina has Davis, Wojcik, Ryan, Ingram, and Bacot. Both free throws good. Clemson has already shot 7 free throws. Carolina has not shot 1. Tigers on top 18-17. Tar Heels have taken 1. Bacot missed it. So the Heels are 0 for 1. Clemson, meanwhile, has made 6 of his tries as there's a foul on the Tigers on Girard as he was bodying up Wojcik as he tried to drive on the baseline. Clemson 6 of 7 at the free throw line. Carolina 0 for 1. Another sub. This one's for Clemson. Chase Hunter, fifth-year senior from Atlanta who has 5 points, will return. And I believe it is Beadle sitting down. So the foul on Clemson, just the 3rd on the Tigers, so Carolina will be inbounding. And they have to do so all the way into the backcourt. Ryan pushes a chest pass where Wojcik runs it down. 18-17, Clemson up a point, Carolina with the ball. R.J. Davis well out, gets a screen from Bacot to get to the right wing. A switch has the larger Godfrey on him. I don't know if Davis trying to shoot or pass, but he got it blocked either way. Clemson the other way, and then Ingram tips away a pass in transition out of bounds. And it will stay with Clemson. R.J. Davis just seems a little out of sorts. Clemson's got some length on that perimeter, and it seems like it's bothered Davis a little bit. Withers, by the way, just comes running back out of the locker room and rejoins his teammates on the bench, so he appears to be fine. 18-17 Clemson. Carolina just 2 of its last 10 from the floor after making its first 4 shots. Shefflin at the left elbow. Now has it outside the arc on the left. Bounce pass to the right side to Girard. Girard guarded by R.J. Davis. Davis pokes it away from behind. Girard goes and gets it back. Now he's trying to back him in. Girard lowers his shoulder, his follow-away. Tough shot off the back iron. Good defense by R.J. Davis the whole time as Wojcik dives to the floor for the loose ball. But as he tries to push it to Bacot, not enough steam on it, and it ends up with Clemson. And now the officials need to check the clock.
Yeah, I don't think they reset the shot clock on that previous shot.
They're going to say Wojcik had possession enough to reset it to 30 instead of just resetting it to 20, which was done in arena. So the clock will be at 28 9:54 on the game clock. Clemson up 18-17. Carolina sputtering offensively. Backdoor Girard misses the layup. Carolina, though, has been out of sorts, given the Tigers too many clean looks. Ryan wide open to Ingram, misses the layup.
Wow.
There was a late challenge, but Ingram still could have easily pushed that in. He has really struggled to get the ball in the basket with some tough shots and some open looks. Clemson the other way, still 18-17. Carolina 2 of its last 11 from the floor. Chase Hunter gets free from Wojcik and strips the net at the free throw line. Pete, right now, Carolina's just getting out of position defensively.
Yeah, defense does not look solid right now. We got to be able to rely on that defense every time down. It's not been there.
R.J. Davis with Carolina now trailing by 3. Got to start finding some offense, too. Davis lobs a pass to Bacot, right back to Davis. Shot clock down to 10. Davis, bounce pass in the post to Bacot. Left side, hung on the rim, but drops home. Bacot is working hard to get the ball in scoring position. 20-19, Clemson by 1. He's frustrated, too, by the way, Bacot, at the lack of whistles.
Yeah, but I think we got to milk that play, go down to him a lot.
Chase Hunter, left sideline for Clemson with the Tigers up 1 and with the ball. Heels have Zayden High and Elliott Cadeau, 2 freshmen, at the scorer's table. Down low, Godfrey, banging with Bacot. Godfrey, boy, pivoted in a 360 there, out to Girard. Mile-long 3, no. Good. Bacot with the rebound, just able to keep it in the back after getting the board. Heels down 1 with the basketball. R.J. Davis to Bacot, high post, holding it above his head. 1 dribble, sends it to Davis in the corner left. Gets a screen from Bacot to come back up the sideline. Now he's going to fire a long 3. Tips off the front iron, no. Rebound poked out of bounds by Cormac Ryan. Right now, Carolina's offense just stagnant. Feels like it's not moving a lot. A lot of either one-man or two-man games between Bacot and Davis. So Carolina, see if they can get moving a little better offensively.
Yeah,
and Ingram's part of that too, Pete. He's just 5 of his last 26.
Yeah, transition looks good, but when they slow us down a little bit, our half court is not in rhythm at all.
Bacot, by the way, now has 2,009 career points. He has passed Charlie Scott as Carolina gets a steal. Cormac Ryan gets the turnover to Cadeau, who just checked in. Bacot has moved into 6th all-time in scoring in Carolina history with his points today. Heels down 1 with the ball, looking for some consistent offense. Bacot to Ingram. Gets a screen, wraps to the top, sends it to Cadeau. Well out on the right wing. Finds High, his fellow freshman, on the low block. High spins, hooks, and hooks it in. Nice move by the rookie.
Yeah, looked very confident. That was a nice shot.
5 on the floor for Carolina. Cadeau, Ryan, High, Ingram, and Bacot. Heels back up a point. 21-20, and a silly foul on High as he saw the pass coming to Shefflin out between the circles and wanted to get a hand in there and do something right, and instead just banged into Shefflin. That's High's first, but most importantly, it's already the 7th on Carolina. So Clemson, a good free throw shooting team at nearly 76%, will be in the bonus the rest of the half. Carolina has only seen the Tigers whistle for 3 fouls so far. 21-20, Carolina by a point, 7:11 to go in the first half, but Clemson will have free throws, a 1-and-1 for Shefflin when we return. Heels up 1 from Learfield.
Would you like to learn how AI-driven financial strategies can empower you to meet evolving challenges with confidence? OneStream can help you do just that. It's the next generation intelligent finance platform that streamlines corporate performance management processes such as planning, forecasting, financial close, and consolidation. Choose the smarter option. Choose OneStream. Go to onestream.com/AI and streamline your business today.
This is the Tar Heel Sports Network from Learfield.
It's bow time. Sometimes the craving for Bojangles Supremes is so strong you just gotta have them. Even when your gas tank is on empty and Bojangles is still 10 miles down the highway. Nothing beats the flavor of Bojangles Juicy Golden Supremes, especially when they're part of a perfect combo with 4 boldly seasoned chicken Supremes, a made-from-scratch biscuit, fixin', and some legendary iced tea. The only thing that can satisfy your hunger is that delicious Southern flavor. So when the craving is supreme, put the pedal to the metal. It's Bo time.
Together, that's how we stay in the game, ready to play. As one great team, UNC Health is keeping you well by bringing renewed focus, approach, and dedicated services close to you. Exceptional care is what you and your family deserve. Together, let's put points on the board for life well played. Team up with UNC Health, proud partner of Carolina Athletics.
Food Lion Feeds will donate 100 meals to a local area food bank. Keep that in the back of your mind because I want to mention that here in just a second. Also brought to you in part by Fairfield by Marriott, part of the Marriott Bonvoy portfolio of hotels and a proud partner of Carolina Athletics. And Pete, some of these Lenovo stats brought to you by Lenovo. Carolina came in 3rd in the nation in free throws made per game, better than 20 per contest. Been a big part of their offense. Neither team has shot very well, but Clemson getting to the line has allowed them to stay in this game.
Yeah, I think some of our fouls have been kind of soft ones, not really choosing the option of fouling as opposed to defending. I think we keep it up. We're going to get some of these calls as we get through this game, but we got to make sure we're pretty solid defensively and stop getting them to the line. That can't help us down the stretch if they're going to outshoot us from the line by that much.
Both teams are good free throw shooting teams. Carolina 77%, Clemson just under 76%. And Shefflin is now 3 for 3. He came into the game 19 of 26, 73% on the season, but he has been pure on all 3 of his attempts thus far. Clemson 7 of 8 as a team. So a third of their points have been at the free throw line. Carolina does not have a single point at the line, and now Shefflin has 6 points because he made both free throws. And there's another clock issue as they did not reset the shot clock properly. Carolina has Cadeau, Ryan, Ingram, Zayden High, and Bacot as the 5 on the floor. 22-21 Clemson. Tar Heels about to inbound it with 7:09 to go in the first half.
I'd like to get it down to Bacot still as we get into this stretch. He has P.J. Hall on him. That'd be great to get him in foul trouble.
Hall had an early foul. Bacot has 6 points as Ryan has it knocked out of his hands by Dylan Hunter. It's going to stay with Carolina as it rolled out of bounds. Dylan Hunter, the best on-ball defender for Clemson. Ingram's going to have to throw it in. It's a tough spot in the corner, but he quickly gets it up the sideline left side to Cadeau. Cadeau, couple dribbles to his right. Hubert Davis frustrated. I don't think Carolina ran what he wanted them to run coming out of that inbound. Ingram has it now. The shot clock down to 7. Trying to back in left of the lane. His pass across the court is tipped away by Clemson, and after it ping-ponged around, there's another foul. It was batted all around, tipped and touched and popped, and Shefflin came up with it, and then High ran up his back. Second foul on High. And that's 8 fouls on Carolina to 3 for Clemson. And I'm not saying these are fouls on Carolina. I'm not suggesting they aren't. It's just that Carolina is allowing Clemson, who has not had a good day offensively, is allowing Clemson easy opportunities at the line. And Shefflin, who's 4 for 4, goes back for another 1-and-1.
Yeah, that whole possession was not very good.
No, as the free throws miss, but Hall gets the offensive rebound and put back. Well, now the Tar Heels are down 3, and they have just been out of sorts offensively. See what they can do here. Ingram has it on the left sideline. Bacot had position. They get it to him a little late, but now he has it on the low left block. Back out to Ingram, who's been ice cold, but now he warms up as he rattles home a 3.
That hand looks better.
24-24. As Ingram knocks in the second three-pointer of the game for the Tar Heels. Neither team has shot well from 3. Clemson 0 for 4, Carolina 2 for 8. Chase Hunter on the perimeter for the Tigers in a tie ball game. 6:03 to go, first half. Now his brother Dylan has it out to Shefflin, guarded by High. He'll hand off to Chase Hunter. He'll switch it. So now Ingram guarding Shefflin in the post. Shefflin will try a step back mid-range, no good. Bacot and Ryan knock each other off the rebound. It eventually belongs to Bacot. So Heels in a tie game with the basketball. Cadeau, front court, gives it to Bacot. Outside the arc, top of the key. Passes to Ingram. Back to Cadeau. Feet set, tries a long three. Way off the mark. And the rebound caroms out to Clemson. Cormac Ryan was doing jumping jacks in the left corner, wide open. The Heels couldn't find him. Still tied at 24 with 5:25 to go in the half. A quick catch-and-shoot three. Not a great shot from Clemson there, but the offensive rebound goes to Shefflin, who scores. That was a three by Chauncey Wiggins, way off the mark. The rebound was tipped by Hall from behind Bacot to Shefflin, who poked it in. 26-24. Shefflin has 8 for the Tigers. Zayden High is going to try a corner three. No good. And the rebound to Shefflin. High, just his second attempted three this season without a make. Clemson by 2 in the ball, and the Tar Heels lose Shefflin. And High picks up his 3rd foul. Boy,
how do you lose Shefflin?
Yeah, he is causing all kinds of trouble for Carolina right now, and that was a rough stretch for High as he picked up a couple of fouls, took an ill-advised three, and he's going to put Shefflin back at the line for 2 shots, and High is up to 3 fouls now. Carolina does have a man at the scorer's table. Clemson's up 2 with Shefflin 2 shots at the free throw strike. This will be the 11th and 12th free throw of the half for Clemson. Carolina still has just 1. And now officials want to talk about it. I think Ron Gruber was thinking it was a 1-and-1, but then realized it had been a shooting foul. He wanted all the subs to come in, but since it's a shooting foul, they'll now come in after the free throw is good by Shefflin. Shefflin's season high is 16. His career high is 20. He's already at 9 as Cadeau, High, and Bacot all leave. Davis, Withers, and Washington return. So Carolina has Davis, Ryan, Withers, Ingram, and Washington as Shefflin makes another free throw. He's in double figures for the 6th time this year. He's going to get a big round of applause as he'll go to the bench. He has 10 of the last 14 points for Clemson. And the Tigers are up by 4, their largest advantage of the half, 28-24. Cormac Ryan off a screen, gets to the right elbow. His jumper is pure. Ryan has 7, and Carolina's back within 2 at 28-26. 4.5 to go first half. Godfrey out in the middle of the floor to Lyda, who checked back in, the reserve big man for the Tigers, to Chase Hunter. Drives to the free throw line, out to his brother Dylan. Left of the lane, loses his footing, able to save it over on the right side to his brother Chase, who misses the 3. Rebound to Withers. He'll get it to R.J. Davis. Tar Heels down 2 with the basketball. Withers in transition, gets too deep, kicks it out to Ingram. Can't pull the trigger on the 3. Heels reset. Out to R.J. Davis. Gets a big screen from Washington. Passes to Cormac Ryan, right corner. The Washington faces up right baseline and knocks in the mid-range jumper. Washington's first bucket. Pete ties it up at 28.
Much better possession. Took your time, found somebody inside. Good shot.
Didn't force. Had a couple of chances on the Withers drive. The Ingram perimeter catch could have forced a difficult shot. Instead, got a much better one. Withers flashes in front in the post and knocks a pass out of bounds. It will stay with Clemson. But Withers disruptive defensively. 15 on the shot clock, 3:40 on the first half game clock. And we are where this game has been most of the game, and that is very, very close. Heels have led by as many as 6, Clemson by as many as 4. It is currently dead even at 28. 3:40 to go first half. Tigers will have it when we return from Learfield.
North Carolina's 26 electric cooperatives are partnering with outstanding educators to bring creative learning to life through the Bright Ideas Grant Program. These grants have positively impacted millions of students in all 100 counties in the Tar Heel State. Grant applications are being accepted now. Teachers, if you have a bright idea for energizing learning in your classroom, apply now by contacting your local electric cooperative or visiting ncbrightideas.com. North Carolina's electric cooperatives, powering a brighter future.
This is Carolina basketball from Learfield.
Some people like A and others like B. At BMW, we prefer X. Like the dynamic X3, meant for ultimate exploration. the X5, built to conquer even the most difficult paths, or the pinnacle of comfort and luxury, the X7. And since every X-Range vehicle is packed with performance and versatility, you'll always get the best of X. The BMW X-Range. Your next X-Venture starts here.
Take advantage of exceptional offers on the BMW X3 and X5. Visit TriangleBMWDealers.com today.
We're back with a report on a big new craze that is sweeping the nation.
Boy bands are back in style?
No. The Win Big Sweepstakes with Marathon Arco rewards.
Tell me more.
Each time you fill up or buy items, you enter to win prizes like a new SUV, free gas for a year, and more.
Those prizes are as good as the return of the boy bands.
Except they won't leave you for a solo career. Marathon Arco rewards Win Big Sweepstakes. Sign up today on the Marathon Arco rewards app online or at any participating station. Marathon, driven together. Terms and conditions apply.
Carolina and Clemson tied at 28 with 3:40 to go in the first half. For more than 25 years, Top of the Hill Restaurant and Brewery has been a pre- and post-game tradition in Chapel Hill. Handcrafted beer, great food and atmosphere. It's where Tar Heels come to celebrate. Pete, this one hadn't been real hard to figure out so far. Neither team shooting great. Clemson 41%, Carolina right about 45%, but the Heels are 2 of 10 from three-point range. Clemson hasn't made a three. The biggest issue for the Tar Heels has been defending without fouling. They've been whistled for 9 fouls, and again, these are pretty easy calls, I think, for the most part. Zayden High has 3, Cadeau has 2, and a lot of those fouls have resulted in free throws. Clemson has 10 of its 28 points at the free throw line. Tar Heels have 0 points at the free throw line on just 1 attempt.
Yeah, cheap fouls. I don't think we're moving our feet too good on some of those drives. They're getting to the basket, and they're getting some of those calls that we're not getting because we're not really driving to the basket. So I think we can even that out by being a little bit more aggressive on offense, but also on defense. We've got to be able to slide those feet and not get those cheap fouls.
Shefflin, who's back in for Clemson, leads all scorers with 10. Chase Hunter has 7. For Carolina, Cormac Ryan has 7, and then Bacot with 6. Heels will have Davis, Ryan, Withers, Ingram, Jalen Washington. That's the 5 on the floor. A switch has Hall guarded by R.J. Davis in the post. Carolina gets it into Hall, but he can't score, and then Davis rips away the rebound. R.J. Davis proving to be, as Roy Williams would say, a tough little nut. 28-28. Jalen Washington on the perimeter for Carolina. I think he thought Jalen Withers was going to take a handoff pass. Withers wasn't looking at him. Ends up to Cormac Ryan. A catch-and-shoot 3 is good from the right wing. Cormac Ryan's come to play today. 4 of 6 from the field, 2 3-pointers. He has 10, and the Heels are up 3, 31-28. I don't think that play went any way the way the Heels wanted, except Ryan put it in the basket.
I'll just say that's just like they drew it up.
Down low to Hall, gets good position against Washington and scores. Washington, that's a tough task as Bacot's already come off the bench to come to the scorer's table. Hall, a physical player down low. Not that Washington can't be, but Hall, a veteran, mature player. 31-30. Cormac Ryan well out on the wing. Finds Washington cutting to the basket and lays it in on the right side. P.J. Hall took a tumble with some contact. That allowed Washington the easy 2. 33-30.
Nice pass.
It was a good pass from Ryan as well. Could have pulled up in the mid-range. Instead, dropped it to Washington. 4 points for Jalen, 33-30, as Ryan slips and falls. So a three-pointer taken by Girard, and now Ryan is down again and is holding his ankle.
Yeah.
Ryan is in clear discomfort, holding his right ankle. Remember, he had the ankle issues earlier this year, came up at the end of the Villanova game. I don't know if that was a wet spot. Ryan slipped and fell. Then Girard fell on his missed 3, and then Ryan fell again after he got back up to try to get back into play. And that's when Ryan was injured. I did not see whether it was just a slip, if his feet got tangled with Girard's feet, or what happened. But now Hubert Davis and Tar Heel trainer Doug Halverson out there with Ryan, who is going to walk under his own power but with some notable discomfort towards the bench. Ryan It has been that kind of year for him, just luck-wise, where he's having a day where he's shooting well. 4 of 6, 2 of 4 from 3, and he's shaken up. He's going to go to the end of the bench. He's clearly frustrated and in some pain as Doug Halverson talks to him. Carolina will come out of this quick stoppage, and the Heels will have the ball because that missed shot by Girard went out of bounds. Tar Heels will have Davis, Trimble, Withers, Ingram, and Bacot. Ryan still being attended to by Doug Halverson. 2:07 to go first half. Heels up 3 with the ball. Ingram was free for a moment on the left baseline, didn't take the shot. Now he's going to slowly diagnose his way in, force up the shot in the paint, and draw the foul.
Being aggressive, you're going to get some of those calls. That was good.
Fouls on Chauncey Wiggins, his first, just the 4th on Clemson, but it will result in free throws for Ingram as he was in the act of shooting. Keeping an eye on Ryan. Looks like Doug Halverson has pulled out some tape as Ingram's free throw is good. Looks like Doug Halverson's pulled out some tape and given Ryan some pain medicine. Some pills to take. 34-30. 34-30. Free throw rattles out. Clemson with the rebound. Rebounds 18-15. Carolina with the slight advantage. But Clemson with that defensive board has the basketball. 1:45 to go in the half. Heels up 4. Chase Hunter, fall away right of the lane, used the window, and it stayed in. Tough shot by Hunter, who's played well. He has 9. He and Shefflin have combined for 19 of Clemson's 32 points. Carolina by 2 with the ball. 90 seconds to go first half. Ingram passes in the corner right to Withers. Drives baseline. Finds Trimble open left side. He's going to attack the rim and loses the ball as he drew contact. Clemson the other way, and Davis strips it away from Chase Hunter, and ball goes out of bounds off Carolina, but a great job by Davis to strip it free on what looked like it was going to be an easy layup in transition for the Tigers. Ingram with heavy effort dove into the crowd, knocked over a brightly orange-clad Tiger fan going for the loose ball. Everybody's all right. 1:15 to go first half. Ryan has rejoined the rest of his bench teammates in the normal seated area, coming off from where he had been on the back end. Carolina by 2, Clemson with the ball. Girard gets free from Trimble, drives in, can't finish, but a foul's called. I think that is going to be on Ingram as Girard had worked free from Trimble. Ingram rotated over to help and picks up his second foul. 10th on Carolina. So of the 14 fouls called in this half, 10 have been on the Tar Heels. Girard will shoot 2, the 13th and 14th free throws for the Tigers in the first half. Ryan has come back to the scorers table as Girard missed a free throw earlier today, just his 4th of the year. So I have to imagine he's probably done for the day missing.
I want some of those pills that they gave him.
Yeah.
That's amazing he's back so soon.
Ingram with picking up his second foul will go to the bench as Ryan comes in for him. Girard coolly knocks in both free throws. So it's tied at 34 with 1:08 to go in the half.
Sometimes it's better to get on that ankle and keep playing, because if it gets cold and stiffens up, you'll be in trouble.
Withers, some trouble getting it in as Shefflin was face guarding Davis. Gets it into Ryan. He'll now get it to RJ, who comes front side. 1 minute to play first half. Game tied at 34. In the corner, it goes to Trimble. Bacot is just being thrown around in the post. He gets the pass. Double team comes. Dribbles out of it to Davis on the right sideline. Shot clock down to 9 as Davis goes to the baseline and turns it over. Just got caught in no man's land as he jumped up, didn't really have a plan, tried to pass it to Withers and turned it over. Clemson's going to take its use it or lose it timeout with 38 and a half seconds to go in the half. 24 on the shot clock. So Clemson will not be able to hold for the final shot here. Carolina, assuming that either the shot goes in or the Heels get a defensive rebound, will get one more possession. Carolina's made 4 of its last 5 shots, but currently in a tie game, 38 and a seconds to go. Neither team been great from the field. Carolina, although it's got that shoot percentage up to 47%. 15 of 32, just 3 of 11 from 3. 1 of 3 at the free throw line with 5 turnovers. Clemson shooting 42%, 11 of 26, 0 of 7 from 3, 12 of 15 at the free throw line. Those Lenovo stats brought to you by Lenovo, a global technology leader that has called North Carolina home since 2009. Lenovo.com, Lenovo smarter technology for all. Tar Heels have not had, we told you earlier, they had a bunch of offensive rebounds early, but they only have one since the first 4 minutes of the game. So the Heels not able to get those second chance opportunities. Corner three spins out for Clemson. Rebound to Bacot, and now Carolina can hold for the final shot. We'll see if the Tar Heels take their use it or lose it timeout. They will. So Carolina will take its timeout with 20.7 seconds to go in the half. So Clemson, as good as it's been at the free throw line, 12 of 14, has been 0 of 8 from 3. Carolina has not been particularly good from either. 3 of 11 from 3 and just 1 of 3 at the free throw line. Carolina from 2-point range, Pete, in this game is 12 of 21. So nearly 60% to your point. When the Heels have gotten the ball, particularly to Bacot in good position or to Ryan coming off a screen, those have been the best options for the Tar Heels so far today.
I think we look a little more confident and comfortable getting the ball inside. Some of those possessions, don't look really good because it seems like we're forcing some of the other stuff. To be in this position at the free throw discrepancy and the fact that RJ kind of looks out of sorts today for the first time in a while, I feel pretty confident and comfortable being able to go in at halftime with a lead or tie.
Davis is 2 of 6, 0 of 2 from the field, or from 3, with a turnover, just 4 points. Worth noting, I don't know if Clemson wants to. They've only been called for 4 fouls. They fouled twice here without line to shoot free throws. That's a strategy you more often see at the end of a game compared to the end of a half. But it is an option for Clemson without Carolina going to the line. Heels will have 3 guards on. Actually, if you count Cormac Ryan, they'll have 4 guards out there. Cadeau, Davis, Trimble, Ryan, and Bacot, the 5 on the floor. Inbound goes in the back to Cadeau. He'll now wait in the center jump circle. Bacot at the left elbow, back to basket. Trimble at the right elbow. Bounce pass goes to Trimble or to Bacot. Poked away from him. He gets it back. Now to Cadeau. Boy, a lot of contact off the ball. Cadeau is going to get it to Bacot left of the lane, and he's tackled to the ground. And then Clemson stands over Bacot as the first half horn sounds. Carolina was asking for something, anything on that possession, as what was trying to happen off the ball was clogged up, and then what happened on the ball was clogged up due to a lot of contact. We'll go to halftime tied up at 34. Clemson is flashing the word grit. That's one word for it on all the video boards here in the arena. Carolina and Clemson tied up at 34 at the half, in a half that Carolina probably would like a little bit of offense moving into the second 20 minutes. First time this year that either of these teams have been tied at the half. It's at 34 from Learfield.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Carolina Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
They're not just the Tar Heels, they're your Tar Heels. Customize your Wells Fargo debit card or open an account today to show your Carolina pride with every purchase. Get started at wellsfargo.com/Tar Heels. Wells Fargo is proud to be the official bank of Carolina Athletics. Copyright 2023. Wells Fargo Bank, N.A. Member FDIC.
This is the Tar Heel Sports Network from Learfield.
Life is full of unexpected moments, and when the lights go out, it's easy to feel powerless. Generator Supercenter of the Triangle has a solution for you.
Our Generac automatic standby generator is reliable for life's unexpected moments. Last year, power was out for days, but thanks to Generator Supercenter of the Triangle, we didn't skip a beat. Our Generac generator is reliable, efficient, and worth every dime.
Schedule a consultation today at GeneratorSuperCenterOfTheTriangle.com. That's GeneratorSuperCenterOfTheTriangle.com.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog, because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain Cold Refreshment made to chill.
2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Dave Nathan saying hello from the Wells Fargo halftime show. Our score at the break, Clemson 34, Carolina 34. More scores on the way, with a reminder that we've got your ultimate halftime highlights as well as a look at stats after we pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Tar Heel Sports Network. Carolina and Clemson tied at 34 at the half. Elsewhere on the ACC, just one other game in progress. Pittsburgh and Louisville have also hit the halftime locker room. The Panthers lead the Cardinals 40-34. Virginia and NC State, next game to tip off. That'll be 2 o'clock for Raleigh. At 2:15 just down the road at Joel Coliseum in Winston. Wake Forest hosting Miami. 2 games at 4 o'clock each. Boston College at Georgia Tech, and Florida State welcoming Virginia Tech to town. The nightcap at 6. Pitt's number 14 Duke at Notre Dame. Let's head to the top 25 scoreboard. Again, it's early, so not much happening. At the half, number 7 Marquette trails Seton Hall 42-39, and Kentucky and Florida underway in SEC play at the under 8 timeout in the first half. It's Florida 27, Kentucky 26. Coming up later on today in the NFL, Pittsburgh goes to Baltimore. That's a 4:30 kick. And at 8:15, Indianapolis Colts welcome the Houston Texans to town. Our score at the half has Carolina and Clemson tied at 34. We've got your ultimate halftime highlights when we come back after this from Learfield.
What does Carolina basketball have in common with the Honda Accord? More trophies than Duke. The award-winning 2023 Honda Accord, named to Car and Driver's 10 Best list a record 37 times. Part of Honda's impressive full lineup: Accord, Civic, CR-V, HR-V, Pilot, Passport, Odyssey, and Ridgeline. With available Honda sensing, Apple CarPlay, and more. Because winning fans deserve a winning car. Find one now at your Honda dealers of the Carolinas.
Once you get the meat and cheese for your sub freshly sliced right in front of you at Jersey Mike's, I'll tell you, there's no going back to anything else. That'd be like going back to dial-up internet. Am I connecting to space to order Jersey Mike's? Hey now. Okay, it's about to connect. What? Who picked up the phone? Nope, there's no going back once you get freshly sliced at Jersey Mike's. A sub above.
This is Carolina basketball from Learfield.
It's never lost on Window World that your home is your largest physical investment. Window World's integrity will be noticed from your very first moment of contact. The clean, professional installation of premium windows, doors, and more are designed to last while leaving your home looking amazing. Window World and their lifetime warranty will always be there when it really matters. They're America's most trusted remodeler and proud partner of Carolina Athletics, because the difference is integrity and always in the details.
Hey Tar Heel fans, this is Hubert Davis, head men's basketball coach at the University of North Carolina. Carolina fans are the best in the nation, and I'm so thankful for your support. Just like our team relies on solid fundamentals, you need the right foundation for your feet, and that's where the Good Feet store comes in. Their team of trained arch support specialists will find a specialized solution for you to help relieve foot, back, knee, and even hip pain. Support your heels today and head to the Good Feet store in Chapel Hill, Raleigh, Greensboro, and a new location in Wilmington.
The ultimate first highlights are brought to you by your local Carolina BMW dealers, providing legendary performance, exceptional offers, and a premium ownership experience. At BMW, we only make one thing: the ultimate driving machine.
Tar Heels and Tigers tied at 34. We're at the half. This is the Wells Fargo halftime show. Dave Nathan with you inside our Tar Heel Sports Network studios, getting ready to unveil those ultimate halftime highlights as the Tar Heels got to work early. Had a 5-point lead after Cormac Ryan hit the Tar Heels' first three-pointer.
To a cutting Ingram, finds Ryan in the corner for a wide-open triple. Great ball movement, results in the three.
That was a beautiful play by everyone involved. That was awesome.
Back out to Ingram, who's been ice cold, but now he warms up as he rattles home a three. Passes to Cormac Ryan, right corner. The wide.
So, again, the Tar Heels with those two early triples, one from Cormac Ryan, the second one coming from Harris Ingram. That last triple by Ingram tied the score at 24. We're currently tied at 34. As, again, this was nip and tuck throughout. Jalen Washington bringing the Tar Heels even at 28.
Passes to Cormac Ryan, right corner. The Washington faces up right baseline and knocked in the mid-range jumper.
Jalen Washington, 2 of his first half, 4 points. Final highlight, again, comes from beyond the arc for Cormac Ryan.
Ends up to Cormac Ryan, a catch-and-shoot 3 is good from the right wing. Cormac has come to play today.
That he has. He got game high 10. He and Shiflin tied for game high honors as our score tied at 34. We'll give you the first half stats right after this from Learfield.
Hey, Tar Heel fans, score big savings this basketball season at Zips Car Wash with Tar Heel $10 Tuesdays. Every Tuesday, head to a nearby Zip Car Wash and use code 2023 for a car wash with ceramic shine and protection for just $10. Best of all, vacuums, towels, and spray cleaner are always included. Zips Car Wash has 33 convenient locations across North Carolina. Visit zipscarwash.com to find a location near you. Zips Car Wash, proud partner of Carolina Athletics.
Hunt Brothers Pizza, the official pizza of Carolina Athletics, joins Tar Heels fans across the nation cheering Go Heels. Whether you're at home watching the game or out on the road, download our Hunt Brothers Pizza app to find a location near you. The Hunt family has been proudly serving our delicious original crust pizza to Carolina families for over 20 years. With all toppings, no extra charge, and 10 to choose from, there's sure to be a topping combination for everyone to enjoy a Hunt Brothers Pizza.
This is the Tar Heel Sports Network from Learfield.
They're not just the Tar Heels, they're your Tar Heels. Customize your Wells Fargo debit card or open an account today to show your Carolina pride with every purchase. Get started at wellsfargo.com/Tar Heels. Wells Fargo is proud to be the official bank of Carolina Athletics. Copyright 2023. Wells Fargo Bank, N.A. Member FDIC.
At Reed's Jewelers, we know that the rules of engagement were made to be broken. So don't settle for the first ring you see in the case. When you put a ring on it, make the moment your own with something that's just as unique as your love. Whether you're going big, keeping it subtle, or finding a happy medium, we're here to help you say I do with a one-of-a-kind design. Because doing things your way is what makes them mean everything. Reed's Jewelers, an official partner of our Heel Sports. Visit your local Reed's Jewelers in-store or online at reeds.com to chat with an expert.
The Wells Fargo halftime show rolls forward with the Tar Heels and Clemson Tigers tied at 34. I went through the numbers quickly here with Carolina shooting almost 47% from the floor on 15 of 32. Converted, the Heels have held Clemson to under 41% shooting. Clemson 11 of 27. But free throw line tells a pretty story of how Clemson stayed within striking range. The Tigers hit 12 out of 14 at the stripe, while the Tar Heels are just 1 of 3 at the free throw line. Rebounding battle in favor of Carolina, 19-17. Both teams have taken pretty good care of the ball. Tar Heels coughed it up 5 times, while the Tigers have turned over 3 times. We mentioned earlier Ryan and Shiflin lead the way in scoring. Both have 10. Bacot with 6 for Carolina. R.J. Davis and Jalen Washington along with Harris Ingram have 4. Cadeau, High, and Withers all with 2 for the Tar Heels. Foul trouble could become a storyline in the second half. Aiden High with 3 for the Tar Heels. Ingram and Cadeau both with 2. Nobody for Clemson has any more than 1. We'll do your first half stats, and that'll put a bow on the Wells Fargo halftime show as well. Brought to you by Wells Fargo, official sponsor of Carolina Athletics. We'll take a break and then send things back to Little John for the play-by-play of the second half. Our score, Carolina 34, Clemson 34 from Learfield.
They're not just the Tar Heels, they're your Tar Heels. Customize your Wells Fargo debit card or open an account today to show your Carolina pride with every purchase. Get started at wellsfargo.com/Tar Heels. Wells Fargo is proud to be the official bank of Carolina Athletics. Copyright 2023. Wells Fargo Bank, N.A. Member FDIC.
Now this is a Dunkin' Run. $3 sausage, egg, and cheese with a medium or large coffee.
I'm going on a Dunkin' Run. You want anything?
Oh, a sausage, egg, and cheese croissant and a hot coffee.
You got it.
Wait, actually, a sausage, egg, and cheese and an iced coffee. Time for a Dunkin' Run. Add a $3 sausage, egg, and cheese to a medium or larger coffee. America Run and Dunkin'. Offer valid with the purchase of a medium or larger coffee. The participation may vary. Limited time offer. Terms apply.
This is Carolina basketball from Learfield.
Together. That's how we stay in the game, ready to play. As one great team, UNC Health is keeping you well by bringing renewed focus, approach, and dedicated services close to you. Exceptional care is what you and your family deserve. Together, let's put points on the board for life well played. Team up with UNC Health, proud partner of Carolina Athletics.
There are two legendary teams in our state, the Tar Heels men's basketball team and ours at Quality Equipment, where you'll find an unmatched lineup on deer equipment from packages, riding mower, and zero turns. Get yours an unbeatable cash prize or with great financing at our lowest ever monthly payment. By our professional parts and service team that always comes to the club. Stop by one of our 36 locations or visit us online at qualityequipment.com.
That's it for the Wells Fargo Halftime Show, brought to you by Wells Fargo, official sponsor of Carolina Athletics. We go to second half, but not before we get our trusted choice of the game. Brought to you by the trusted choice independent insurance agents of North Carolina, who want you to stay safe behind the wheel. Put down your phone while driving, and let's have hands-free NC. To learn more, find an agent near you. Visit trustedchoice.com/go-heels. In this tie game, what do you think will be important for Carolina in the second half?
No, it's a no-brainer for me. We can't even get remotely close to letting them get to the line 14 times in the second half. If they shoot 28 free throws, I don't think we win this game.
Yeah, 14 free throw attempts for Clemson in the first half, just 3 for the Tar Heels. There were 4 fouls all on Clemson and 10 on the Tar Heels in the first half. And foul trouble, Dave mentioned that going to break. 2 on Ingram, 2 on Cadeau, 3 on Zayden High. No one has more than 1 for the Tigers. Carolina will come out under the huddle with its normal starting 5. Also worth noting on Ingram, we've said he's had some struggles here in the field as of late, just 1 of 4 in that first half. He didn't have a rebound in that first half either, and he's Carolina's second leading rebounder at 7 per game, coming off that terrific performance against Pitt where he had 15. See if he can get a little more involved on the glass as well. Tar Heels need him to be as good as they can be. Clemson will have the ball first. Again, that North Carolina Farm Bureau scoreboard reads 34 apiece. Around the perimeter, Clemson works it. Now to Shefflin down low on the low left block. Out to Girard, wide open for 3, but off the back iron. Long rebound goes to Hall. Back to Girard. Second try won't go either. Shefflin with the rebound on the third try on the possession. Clemson scores. Shefflin poses in front of Ingram, flexing to show him they outworked him for the bucket. 12 points for Shefflin. Hubert Davis chipping it down, trying to get Cadeau to get moving. Offensive half court for Carolina. To get it to Bacot. One-on-one with Hall in the post right side. His hook shot on the baseline, no good. Rebound to Clemson. Tigers working it the other way. They get it in the post to Hall against Bacot. Those two banging into one another. Hall picks up his dribble, has to send it well out near timeline on the left to Chase Hunter to reset possession. Hunter around a screen. Going to try a step back. Nice jumper against Cadeau, but comes up way short. Rebound tips off the iron. Bounces once to Bacot. Thanks. Good box out by Ingram. Earned the easy rebound for Bacot. Clemson up 2. Carolina with the basketball. Heels going left to right as we see it here in the second half here in Little John. Cadeau to Bacot high post. Carolina's offense just not able to get moving much as Ingram drives by Shefflin. Tried to pass it into the corner to Davis, but it got tangled up in the net. Just deadened the pass, and it fell right to the Tigers. Hall on the other side for Clemson, trying to back in against Bacot on the right side. Spins to baseline, tough hook shot, well short. Shefflin from behind. Ingram tips it away to keep the possession going. Out Hall can't hit a 3. Shefflin, though, keeps it going again. Tips it to Chase Hunter for the 2. Shefflin is single-handedly keeping Carolina at bay at the moment. And Withers has come off the bench for Carolina. By 4. Cadeau drives hard, leaves it to Bacot, taken away from behind by Shefflin. That was a good idea. Carolina just couldn't complete the play. P.J. Hall, hand off to Girard, and a foul's called on Cadeau.
Yeah, you mentioned those rebounds with Harrison. Like that was 2 or 3 possessions in a row where he couldn't get the rebound.
Sheff has 6 rebounds in total, but he's kept a bunch of plays alive. Withers is going to place Ingram after he had the sequence of not being able to keep Shefflin off the glass. Clemson now out-rebounding Carolina 22-20. Tar Heels have taken 1 shot this half. Clemson's taken 7 in the first 2 minutes, 20 seconds. Chase Hunter weaving deep, falls down and going to turn over as the pass is going to roll all the way over the baseline underneath Carolina's offensive basket. So Carolina will be inbounding it in its offensive half with 17:31 to go. That's amazing. 7 shots.
Yeah.
Clemson's 28-1 Carolina this half.
Like a broken record, I think we should get the ball down low. We haven't got much going here in the second half at all.
Inbound goes to Cadeau on the left sideline. Now to quarterback Ryan. Bounce past R.J. Davis, and a foul is called on Chase Hunter. That's his first. First on Clemson this half. Carolina inbounded. Tar Heels still haven't scored this half. It was 34-34 at the break. 38-34. Clemson with the advantage. Line left Cadeau, the inbound. Finds Ryan. Catch and shoot three from the left side is short. Good look. Just didn't go. Shefflin, another rebound. Shefflin, 10 or 12 points, 7 rebounds for the Tigers. He brings it front court. Now it's to Hall, who faces up against Bacot, left of the lane. Now he'll back to the ACC logo. Brings into Bacot, pivots, turns, can't finish. Withers, hey, somebody boxed out Shefflin, and he gets the rebound. Cadeau quickly ahead to R.J. Davis. Dives in, kick it to a trailing Withers. Wide open look for three is no good. And Bacot is grabbed from behind on the rebound by B.J. Hall. That's his second. Second on Clemson this half. Carolina still without a field goal. 0 for 3 this half. Tar Heels are also 2 of the 3 shots have been threes. They are just 3 of 13 from three-point range. Ryan is 2 of 5. Ingram 1 of 2. Cadeau 0 of 1. Davis 0 of 2. Withers high 0 of 1. Washington missed one as well in the first half. Davis, long time get in. Finally does so just before the 5-second count to Ryan. Now here's the jump circle area. Back to Davis. Get to Bacot. 1-1 with reserve. Light check. Kicks it out to Fake. Drives, and he's fouled going to the rim.
Good decision. Get to the basket. Can't get a layup. Got a foul.
It's on Girard. That's his second. Third on Clemson. So Clemson's almost been called for as many fouls in the first 3 minutes and 21 seconds this half as they were the entire first half. Cadeau will try to get Carolina on the scoreboard here in the second half. It's 38-34 Clemson. And now 38-35. Cadeau hits the first free throw. That is just the 4th free throw attempt for Carolina tonight, or this afternoon. The Heels are 2 of 4. Second one for the freshman. It goes well. 38-36. Clemson by 2. This has been a physical rock fight between these two teams. Second straight game for Carolina where it has not been very free-flowing. Girard out to Wiggins. Nice job by Ryan not letting him take the shot. Instead he gives it to Shefflin. He'll drive against Withers. Can't score. Rebound tip to R.J. Davis for Carolina. Davis will bring it front side on his own dribble. Whips it out to Withers. Thought about the three. Instead he's going to drive left to the lane. Now he'll pivot. Send it left corner to Ryan. He dives hard. Up to Davis. Long distance triple is good. Davis get here onto the lead. He was knocked down as well. No whistle. The Heels will happy to take the 3 and lead by 1.
Definitely take a 3.
39-38. See if RJ can roll. And that's just 7 for him in the ball game. Shefflin. And a foul down low. As Bacot's going to be whistled for his first. He was tangled up with Boz Leita underneath the rim. So the foul on Bacot is first. Second on Carolina this half. And it will send the game to under 16 at timeout. 15:47 go. Clemson scored the first 4 points of the half. Carolina's answered with the next 5. 39-38 Carolina. 15:47 to play in Little Jump from near field.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash in basketball. But legendary teams let their performance do the talking. With the Ford Bronco SUV. Rugged and powerful, so you can conquer just about any terrain. Connectivity that allows you to stay in touch. Designed to make your adventures worth talking about for years to come. Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport. That's what the legends are made of. See your Carolina Ford dealer today. Some model trims and features may be available, may be subject to change.
This is the Tar Heel Sports Network from your field.
At Reed's Jewelers, we know that the rules of engagement made to be broken. So don't settle for the first ring you see in the case. When you put a ring on it, make the moment your own. Something that's just as unique as yours.
For 100,000 homes across 30 counties for over 25 years. Improving your largest investment with energy efficiency products and creating amazing curb appeal is what they do best. From Raleigh-Durham to Rocky Mount, down to Fayetteville and beyond. Call, click, or visit Window World, a proud partner of Carolina Athletics, today.
Lead changes, 6 ties. Neither team has led by more than 6 points. Clemson's led for 10 minutes and 8 seconds. Carolina's led for 9 minutes and 41 seconds. It's been a very even game. Neither team, I would think, would say that it's played well through the first half and the first 4 minutes and 13 seconds of the second half, or at least not as well as it can play. But it has been nip and tuck all afternoon. 39-38 Carolina, 15:47 to go. Modelo, proud to sponsor Carolina basketball, an official beer of the Tar Heels. And a reminder, after the game, we'll have our Best in the Game feature. That's our player of the game, brought to you by Old Dominion Freight Line. Old Dominion Freight Line works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Pete, what's on your mind with 15:47 to go second half? Carolina up 1, Clemson inbounding the basketball.
Physicality. This game is very physical. You know, it appeared at the beginning of the second half, Clemson had more energy. I think we got a little bit back right now, but we got to be able to outfight them. You know, down the stretch with the home crowd, we don't want this game to get into a 1 to 2 possession game if we can help it. We got to get those rebounds and take care of that ball, make good decisions, but just be more physical.
Yeah, 2 turnovers this half for Carolina, and Clemson has out-rebounded the Heels 6-4 this half. Not huge numbers, but certainly it feels like the Tigers, as Pete alluded to, have been the aggressor here in half number 2. But it is the Tar Heels with the 1-point lead. Shefflin passes to Girard in the left sideline area. Now up top it goes to Chase Hunter. And Hunter just dribbled it off his foot out of bounds. So that's a couple of turnovers for Hunter this half where he's just made some sloppy plays. On a drive, he got too deep and sent it back out for a over and back. Eventually went out of bounds, and then that time just dribbled it right off his foot. So Carolina will have it with a 1-point lead. 39-38. Cadeau, Davis, Ryan, Withers, Bacot. And it's Davis on the right wing. Boy, he was going to try and pull the yo-yo back and try a three-pointer, but lost the dribble. He recovers it. Possession still going. Withers has it left sideline. Dribbles to the ACC logo. Pulls up from there and comes up a little short. Ball hit the front iron and the backboard. Bacot was too deep underneath the rim to get a good chance at the rebound, so Clemson heading the other way. That was a challenged shot. Withers, as Hunter nearly turns it over again. Instead, he saves it out to P.J. Hall, who misses the three. Clemson has not made a three. They are shooting poorly. Carolina is just 4 of 14 from three. Down low it goes to Bacot, working against Hall. Blocked from behind by Shefflin. Loose ball tipped out by Withers. Ends up to Ryan for three. No. Withers tried the dunk follow. It wouldn't go. Rebound tipped by Ryan to Withers. Carolina will go again. Cadeau's going to go on the angle drive. Leaves it for Bacot, and he's fouled. Great effort by Withers throughout the entire play. He kept that thing going even when it was a mess. As Ingram's going to check in for Cadeau. The foul was on Dylan Hunter of Clemson, his first, and fourth on Clemson. So Carolina's going to have Davis, Ryan, Withers, Ingram, and Bacot. Shefflin's going to sit down for Clemson. R.J. Godfrey is back in, the 6'8 sophomore from Suwanee, Georgia. 39-38 Carolina, 14:32 to go. It has not been a beauty pageant of a basketball game this afternoon.
That was a great stretch there. That's the kind of energy we need.
And Withers was all over the place. Inbounds to Ryan in the corner right, quickly up the sideline with the pass to Bacot. He'll hold it out, hand off to Davis. His three on line, but short. Rebound to Clemson. That's what Carolina wanted, I think, on that inbound. Davis just couldn't knock it in. RJ struggling a bit for the first time in a long time, shooting the basketball. Just 3 of 8 today. Hall will try a three. Hit the backboard first. Ingram with the rebound for Carolina. Pushes it ahead the right sideline to Ryan. Back to a trailing Ingram. Boy, Bacot wanted it in the post. Carolina can't get it to him. Withers on the drive. Almost traveled. Able to get it to Bacot left of the lane. Bacot in a double team. He's tied up. Possession arrow is going to belong to Carolina as now both teams start wrestling with one another. Hubert Davis fired up. Been over and clapping. The arrow will give it to Carolina. The Tar Heels, though, just can't get out of their own way at times offensively as Trimble's going to come in. Let's see who he'll replace.
That's a technical in a lot of games we've played this year.
What happened?
Just talking to him.
Yeah, there's been a lot of talking. Clemson, remember, they stood over Bacot, blocked his shot at the end of the first half. They're trying to get him worked up, and it's working. Inbounds to Ryan from R.J. Davis. So again, Trimble came in for Withers. Davis, crossover once, twice. Shot clock's down to 5. Got to go to Ingram. He'll pull up the long three. It was on line, but too strong. Trimble with the offensive board. Out to Ryan. He's banged on the drive, and it's going to go out of bounds and belong to Clemson. Carolina had multiple opportunities, great effort on the possession, but could never get anything out of it. That's 2 straight possessions where Carolina, the effort is not questioned. The execution just hadn't been there. Still 39-38 with less than 13 and a half to go here in Littlejohn. Girard, Trimble right there in his pocket on the catch. Sends it out for a 3 made by Chauncey Wiggins. First one Clemson's made today. 1 of 15 now from 3. Tigers up 2. R.J. Davis takes contact from Hall. No whistle. Dribbles, sends it to Ingram. Answers the triple from the left wing. Ingram with the dagger. Just his second field goal gives Carolina the 1-point lead, 42-41. The intensity has not waned today, but it feels like it's popped up a little bit here in the last couple of minutes. Girard picks up his dribble on the sideline. Nowhere to go. Has to send it out to Wiggins between the circles. To Godfrey. Godfrey fumbles the ball at the right wing. Picks it up down low to Hall. Taken away by Bacot. And a foul called on Bacot. And he is frustrated. He is following Tony Henderson, the official, to ask him about the call. I think it's a wise move. Washington's coming in for Bacot, if for no other reason, just to chill him out for a second, as Bacot has his second foul. Now, Clemson's going to answer with Shefflin coming in. So Carolina's got to be ready without Bacot and Shefflin in there to rebound the basketball. 42-41, Heels, 12:35 to go.
You got to stay mentally into this game. It's getting very physical.
Inbound, flipped out to Wiggins against Ryan. Drives through the top of the key from left to right. Now trying to back up against Ryan. His turnaround does not get the roll. Rebound picked up off the bounce by Ingram. Good defense by Ryan, forcing a tough shot. Heels up 1 with the basketball. Feels like ACC basketball this afternoon, even though there hadn't been a lot of buckets. Trimble has it. Angle drive from the right. And a foul is going to be called on Girard for tripping Trimble. As Trimble stopped and pivoted. That's 3 fouls on Girard. Becomes the first Tiger with 3. 5th foul on Clemson this half after being called for 4 in the first half. As a team, 12:09 to go. Heels windbound again. Davis, Trimble, Ryan, Ingram, Washington, the 5 on the floor. Inbounds, a short bounce pass to Ingram. He's going to face up against Shefflin. Pump fake. Now he's going to try and back in against him. Ingram. They collide once, twice, 3 times. He goes up, score, down, knocked out by the Tar Heels. 11:59 to play in the second half. 42-41. Carolina is 2 of 11 shooting this half. Clemson is 3 of 13 from the field this half. 42-41 Heels, 11:59 to go. In case you're wondering, that is a combined 5 of 24, 3 of 14 from 3 between the two teams. Heels up a point, 42-41 from Learfield.
It's game day, a day where great food, friends, and family always come together. And bringing people together is what Harris Teeter is all about. We make sure you have the best and most delicious game day foods. Whether you're heading to the arena or making your own tailgate at home, Harris Teeter is where Tar Heel and shop for groceries. And you can save big on your game day celebration just by joining EVIC. Sign up today and save hundreds of dollars per month. Harris Teeter, let's game day together.
And back with the action. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. With an irresistible taste and zero sugar, Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any sport fan. So sure you... Wait, Jim, I didn't mean try it right now. We're still on the air.
Best Coke ever? Take a taste, Jen.
Really?
Oh, not right now, Jen. We got a game to call.
What does Carolina basketball have in common with the Honda Accord? More trophies than Nuke. The award-winning 2023 Honda Accord, named to Car and Driver's 10 Best list a record 37 times. Part of Honda's impressive full lineup. Accord, Civic, CR-V, HR-V, Pilot, Passport, Odyssey, and Ridgeline. With available Honda Sense, Apple CarPlay, and more. Because winning fans deserve a winning car. Find one now at your Honda dealers of the Carolinas.
We're on the road with Honda dealers of the Carolinas. If you're a Tar Heel fan, don't just cheer for the best, drive the best. Drive a Honda. Better hurry, they're going fast. See Honda dealer of the Carolinas today.
Another physical battle for Carolina in conference play. They outlast Pitt 70-57 on Tuesday night. Currently lead Clemson 42-41. 11:59 to play. It's a new season at Kohl's with everyday styles at great prices. You can get more of what you want for less. Find go-tos for going everywhere and perfect picks for your home. Shop Kohl's and Kohls.com today. KOHLS.com. Let's look at some of those Lenovo stats presented by Lenovo. Smarter technology for all. And these aren't pretty. Second half, Carolina 2 of 11 from the field. That's 18%. 2 of 7 from 3. 2 of 2 at the free throw line. Carolina shooting 39.5% for the game. 5 of 18 from 3. Clemson 3 of 13 shooting this half. That's 23%. 1 of 7 from 3. Tigers are 14 of 40. That's 35% shooting for the game. 1 of 15 from three-point range. Clemson, after going 12 of 14 at the free throw line in the first half, hasn't shot a free throw this half. Carolina is 2 of 2 at the line this half, but just 3 of 5 for the game in total. Carolina comes out with Davis, Trimble, Ryan, Ingram, Washington, the same 5 that were on the floor before the dead ball timeout. Shefflin, who's been a big part of Clemson's attack today, sends it in the right corner to Godfrey. Back in against Ingram. His turnaround hook shot is an air ball. The rebound tipped out of Jalen Washington's hands by Shefflin, but Tony Henderson says last touched by Washington. Out of bounds to the Tigers. Inbounds to Chauncey Wiggins, trying to back in against Cormac Ryan. Won't go. Rebound, tipped around. Finally, Seth Trimble muscles it down. He'll pitch from the right side of the court to the left side to R.J. Davis, who comes front side. Now back to the right, hands off to Trimble on the right wing. Up high it goes to Jalen Washington, looking for Davis, hands off to him. Shot clock at 14. Now to Ryan on the right wing. Ryan had that ankle issue in the first half, and he turns over. Just a miscommunication. Trying to get to Davis. Davis was about to cut towards the hoop. Ryan thought he was going to stay put, and he sends it out of bounds. That is the 4th turnover this half. 9th of the game for Carolina. The Heels come in averaging just 10 turnovers a game, which would have been a school record low. They're at 10.1 per game right now.
I feel like if either team can get on a little roll here, it could get some separation. Just not been there at all, though.
Yeah. There has been a fast break point in this game. Neither team has a fast break point. Shefflin hands off to Chase Hunter. Hunter gets a screen from Hall. Tar Heels will switch it. Hunter will pull up for 3. In and out. And Hall shoved Washington in the back on the rebound. 3rd foul on Hall. 6th on Clemson. Bacot and Paxson Wojcik coming to score table. It will be Ryan and Washington who exit. Hall will sit down. Girard is coming back in as well. Chauncey Wiggins will sit. So Carolina is going to have Davis, Trimble, Wojcik, Ingram, and Bacot as the 5 on the floor. Trimble, middle of the floor to R.J. Davis. Gets a screen from Bacot to get to the right side. Wraps around it, long pass to Trimble, left wing. Trying to get it down low to Bacot, nothing there. Drives in, back out to Wojcik, now to Davis, well out on the right. Shot clock down to 9. Davis fakes the handoff to Ingram. He's just going to try a step back 3 and swish home. Davis, sometimes he's your best option. Carolina's offense just has not been able to get moving in the half court. RJ pulled up and dropped it home, 45-41. His second 3 of the half. He's up to 10 points. Wojcik doing his best to stay with Girard. Girard bounces left of the lane to Shefflin. Shefflin faces up against Ingram. Boy, just bodied him right to the rim and hooked it in. Shefflin has beaten up Ingram a bit in the post today.
Yeah, that's a tough matchup for Harrison.
R.J. Davis around a screen. Is hit on his jump shot, no whistle. He's pleading as it came up short for a foul call. Clemson the other way after the rebound. 45-43. Tar Heels by 2. We're under 10 minutes to go. 9:42 to play. Godfrey, guarded by Bacot, outside the arc. Will hand off to Girard. Girard pulls up from 17. He's short. There's Bacot with the board. The two teams have made a combined 7 field goals in the second half. 7 of 32 between the two teams. Bacot to Ingram, top of the key. Didn't take the 3, instead sings it to Trimble. Back out to Ingram. Pump fake again. He's going to drive down the paint, and boy, a collision at the rim. There's the whistle as Ingram will go to the line. That's Godfrey who mauled Ingram on the drive.
That was a good decision by Harrison. He could have shot that one, but I'd like the pump fake, get to the hole.
Now here's good news. Just like the whistles were heavily in favor of Clemson in the first half, they've been heavily in favor of the Tar Heels in the second. That's the 7th foul on Clemson. So Carolina will be in the bonus the rest of the game. This is a 2-shot opportunity for Ingram as he was in the act of shooting. And he misses. Front iron, backboard, and off. Carolina is just 3 of 6 at the free throw line. Bacot 0 for 1. Ingram 1 of 3. Cadeau is 2 of 2. But that means neither Ryan nor Davis, Carolina's best 2 free throw shooters by far, have gotten to the line. And Ingram goes for 2. He is now 1 of 4. 9 of his last 17 from the line. It remains 45-43. Girard finds a cutting Chase Hunter, lays it in from the left side. A rare piece of flowing offense from one of these two teams. Heels push it quickly the other way. Trimble sends it in the corner left to Paxton Wojcik. He'll dribble it out and reset. Started by P.J. Hall on a switch. Wojcik rainbows in a triple. Wojcik's first three-pointer made since the Arkansas game.
Love the confidence that he stepped into that one.
48-45. He has such a high, soft shot. Chase Hunter going hard against the screen. Boy, he got by Cadeau, and then there was just too much traffic. That was too easy. Hunter's up to 15 points, 6 this half. Cadeau nearly turned it over. Bacot able to get it. Short bounce pass to Ingram. Out to Trimble for 3. Yes! Trimble from the left side. Great. Every field goal the Tar Heels have made this half have been a 3. 5 of 10 from 3, 5 of 16 in total. And a hand check foul on Trimble as he was trying to stay in front of Girard. First foul on Trimble, 4th on Carolina. Trimble's now 7 of 12 this season from three-point range. That's after making 1 all of last year.
Looks so confident out there, and that was another great decision to kick it out to him.
8:02 to go. 51-47 Carolina. Inbounds goes to Shefflin. Hands off to Chase Hunter, who's been a problem here in recent possessions. Again crosses over to try to get by Cadeau. Sends it out to Hall. Down low to Shefflin, who'd gotten free for the dunk. It all started when Cadeau couldn't stay in front of Hunter. That got Carolina out of rotation. Shefflin's up to 16, matching his season high. Cadeau out to Ingram. Doesn't take the 3. Back to Cadeau. Sends it right back to Ingram on the top right. He'll back up. Still 13 on the shot clock. Carolina by 2 with the ball. Ingram drives hard on the right. Middle of the paint, passes to Bacot and finishes through contact. Bacot's first bucket of the second half. He has 8, 53-49. Both teams starting to find some points now. Girard drives by Trimble. Pump fake gets Trimble way up in the air. Girard didn't take the shot. Instead, he sent it out to Hall. Three-pointer. Karam's off the front iron and out of bounds. It will belong to Carolina when we return. 7:11 to play. Carolina 53. Clemson 49. Tar Heels will have the basketball when we come back in what has been a physical battle, an intense battle on an ACC Saturday. Carolina up 4, and they'll have it when we come back from Learfield.
What widens the eyes, tightens the stomach, and flutters the heart. Adrenaline. Feel it for yourself in the Toyota RAV4, Camry, Corolla, and Tacoma. Get 3.99% APR for 36 months on a new 2024 Toyota RAV4. Toyota, let's go places. Offer valid through January 31st, 2024. Zero down for well-qualified buyers with approved credit and financing through Southeast State Finance. $29.52 monthly payment every $1,000 financed. Excludes tax tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
This is Carolina basketball from Learfield.
Hey Tar Heel fans, this is Hubert Davis, head men's basketball coach at the University of North Carolina. Carolina fans are the best in the nation, and I'm so thankful for your support. Just like our team relies on solid fundamentals, you need the right foundation for your feet. And that's where the Good Feet store comes in. Their team of trained arch support specialists will find a personalized solution for you to help relieve foot, back, knee, and even hip pain. Support your heels today and head to the Good Feet store in Chapel Hill, Raleigh, Greensboro, and a new location in Wilmington.
There are two legendary teams in our state, the Tar Heels men's basketball team and ours at Quality Equipment, where you'll find an unmatched lineup of John Deere equipment from tractor packages, riding mowers, and zero turns. Get yours with an unbeatable cash price or with great financing at our lowest ever monthly payment. Backed by our professional part and service team that always comes in a clutch. Stop by one of our 36 locations or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
Carolina 53, Clemson 49. 7 minutes and 11 seconds to go. Second half in Little John. One other ACC game going on. Pitt leads Louisville 65-50 in the second half. Virginia at State at 2. Miami visits Wake at 2:15. BC at Georgia Tech 4 o'clock. Florida State hosts Virginia Tech at 4. Duke travels to Notre Dame at 6 o'clock tonight. The Good Feet Store. If you have foot, knee, hip, or back pain, Good Feet Arch Supports are engineered to support all 4 arches to provide pain relief, balance, and comfort. Try them for yourself. Book your free fitting today at goodfeet.com. Pete, just one 2-point basket for Carolina this half. That was Bacot's hook shot a moment ago. The other 5 makes have all been threes, but they've come here recently as the Heels now up 4.
Yeah, we're going to need that down the stretch here to get the ball inside, control the clock a little bit, control the tempo. I think if we can do that, we'll get some kickouts, but we got to get some points. 2-pointers are not terrible. I think I'll take a 2 anytime.
Still no fast break points in this game for either team. I mean, it has just been a slugfest in the half court. Possession after possession.
Just when we got some of that rhythm, it looked like Clemson also got some rhythm.
Yep.
They had a couple 3 layups in a row, so we need to make sure if we could stop them a few times, we could get a little push here.
A lot of different Tar Heels have scored. 10 different Tar Heels have scored, though. Heels have a 14-2 advantage in bench points in this game. Ingram trying to back in against Shefflin on the low left block. Sends it out to R.J. Davis. Right back to Ingram. Pump fake for 3 against Shefflin. Still 12 on the shot clock. As Ingram. Again, a little hesitation dribble. His tough runner on the baseline. No, but Ingram gets his own rebound. He will. Well, he's going to keep his dribble alive and now send it out to Cadeau to reset. Cadeau. Crossover against Girard. Can't get by him. Pull up from the left elbow is way short. Bacot, the offensive rebound, hesitates for a moment and scores. I think Bacot couldn't believe he was so free once he got the rebound.
I thought I heard a whistle, but guess not.
6:24 to go. Heels matching their largest lead of 6, 55-49. Dylan Hunter, hands off to his brother Chase. His fall away, right lane is good. Chase Hunter is playing well. He has 17. That's one off his season high. He has 8 of Clemson's points in the second half. They only have 17, so he has almost half of them. Cadeau, he's going to pull up for 3 from behind a screen. No good. Not that Cadeau can't make it, but I'm not sure that was the option there. 55-51. Down low it goes to Hall on the other side. Stripped away by Bacot. Right back to Hall, though, and his hook shot goes in. So Clemson back-to-back buckets. They've taken it from 6 to 2 at 55-53. Ingram between the circles in the front court. Bacot wanted the ball in the post, but Ingram didn't feel confident with the pass. Instead goes left side to Davis. Back out to Ingram. Pitches it way over on the right to Trimble. Finally down low to Bacot, one-on-one with Hall. Clemson knocking a double team as Bacot spins and scores. They're going to call a foul on Hall, who took a dive on the contact.
Amazing that we got that call. That was a strong move. Usually they give him the charge on that one.
So the foul is the 4th on Hall, and Bacot will have a chance for a 3-point play. 5:18 to go, 57-53. Bacot, just his second attempt at the line. He missed a free throw in the first half. Heels are just 3 of 7. Now make them 4 of 8 at the free throw line as Bacot converts. It's a 5-point Carolina lead. 58-53. Cormac Ryan came back into the action with Cadeau sitting down during that free throw. Down low to Hall. Banging with Bacot. Hook shot. Hangs in there with the left hand. Man, it popped around, hung on the rim, and dropped in. 2 big-time veteran ACC big men, Hall and Bacot. trading blows right now. 58-55. Bacot to Ingram, top of the key. Sends it to Trimble on the right wing. Oh, Bacot was open. Trimble couldn't get it to him. Now he does. Bacot tries to force it up. No. Shefflin came over to block it from behind. Clemson, I believe that's their 8th block today. Heels up 3, but Clemson with the basketball. Chase Hunter drives by Ryan. Can't finish. Rebound to R.J. Davis, but hold on. A late whistle. It's going to be a foul on the rebound on Bacot. That's his 3rd. Just the 5th on Carolina, so no free throws. But it will belong to Clemson with 4:30 to go. That is 8 blocks for Clemson. That was the right number. Tigers came in averaging just 5 a game, not a small number. But they have challenged a bunch of Tar Heel attempts at the 10. 58-55, Heels by 3. Tigers inbound it. They do to Shefflin. Bacot with 3 fouls, guarding him on the left wing. Hands it off to Chase Hunter now. Hunter around the screen. Out to Shefflin. Nearly traveled. Instead, he drives against Bacot. Gets deep. Blocked by Bacot. Bacot will wait for traffic to clear and get it to R.J. Davis. Carolina by 3. Pete with the ball.
Important to get a good shot here.
58-55. Davis dribbling between the circles. Short bounce pass to Bacot. To backdoor to Davis for the layup. Not a good shot, a great shot for 2.
As Coach Davis says, good to great. That was a great pass and a great cut.
60-55, and Clemson is going to take a timeout with 3:52 to go. That will stretch to a full, with the Tar Heels now leading by 5, 60-55. What a pass by Bacot to the cutting Davis. Davis has 8 this half, 12 for the game. Bacot, the leading scorer for Carolina with 13. Ryan also has 10. We're going to take a break. Carolina 60, Clemson 55, 3:52 to go from Learfield.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog, because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain Cold Refreshment made to chill.
2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
This is Jones Angel, voice of the Tar Heels. And as a parent, I know nothing is more important than the safety of our children. More than 22% of teen involved crashes per year in North Carolina are the result of distracted driving. Help protect our teenage drivers by ensuring they practice safe driving habits and avoid distracted driving. Always encourage your teens to put down the phone while driving and lead by example. Let's have hands-free NC. Brought to you by Trusted Choice Independent Insurance Agents of North Carolina. Learn more at trustedchoice.com/Go Heels.
Playing basketball at the highest level requires excellent physical conditioning, and keeping your home in shape requires regular physical attention too. As a proud partner of Carolina Athletics, Allen Tate Realtors recommends a home physical. We'll help determine your home's value, share the latest market data and trends, and recommend updates and improvements to maximize your most important investment. Whether you plan to sell or stay, take a tip from Allen Tate and defend your home court with a home physical today. Visit homephysical.com to get started.
We're on the road with Honda dealers of the Carolinas. If you're a Tar Heel fan, don't just cheer for the best, drive the best. Drive a Honda. Better hurry, they're going fast. See your Honda dealer of the Carolinas today.
60-55, Carolina, 3:52 to go. Harris Teeter is the official grocery store of the Tar Heels. Offers you everything you need for the perfect game day. To pizza, snacks, to drinks, they have you covered. Plus, they offer great ways to save every day with fuel points, eVic, and HT Plus. Visit harristeeter.com for more information. Couple of notes. Bacot has a double-double, 13 points, 12 rebounds. His 7th double-double this year, 75th of his career. Also, his 13 points today gives him 2,016 for his career. So he has passed both Charlie Scott and Al Wood today on the all-time scoring list for the Tar Heels. Next up on that list is Lenny Rosenbluth, who has 2,047 in his career. Of course, Tyler Hansbrough out of reach, I think, for the all-time scoring lead. He has 2,872 points in his fantastic Carolina career. So, Heels up 60-55, 3:52. Next dead ball will be another full timeout. Heels have 3 timeouts, Clemson 2. The fouls, there have been 5 whistled on Carolina, 8 on Clemson. And the possession arrow belongs to the Tigers in this one. It is the Tigers with the basketball. Girard, overhead pass goes to Dylan Hunter. To P.J. Hall at the left elbow. Cormac Ryan dug down, knocked it away, but Hall recovered. Back out to Hunter. Dylan Hunter, tough step back against the challenge of Ryan is no good. Rebound to Bacot. That was great defense by Cormac Ryan.
That was a great possession for sure.
R.J. Davis front side, 3:23 to go. Heels up 5. Short bounce pass to Bacot. He'll now give it to Ingram. Thought about the straight on 3, didn't take it. Instead goes right wing to Trimble. Tried to pass it down to Bacot, knocked out of bounds by Clemson. It will belong to the Tar Heels after this timeout. 3:11 to go now with 11 on the shot clock. Carolina is going to have the basketball and a 5-point lead. 60-55. Final full timeout of regulation. Heels up 5 in Littlejohn from Learfield.
From the mountains to coast, 2.5 million North Carolinians are members of an electric cooperative. As a co-op member, you're part of exciting efforts to power a brighter future in the Tar Heel state. From innovative energy projects that make the grid more resilient and sustainable, to initiatives that strengthen local communities and services that make managing your energy use easier, electric cooperatives are here for you. Learn more at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
This is the Tar Heel Sports Network from Learfield.
Facing divorce or family law matters? Count on Wake Family Law Group. Led board-certified family law specialists, we approach your divorce or custody case with integrity and meticulous attention to detail, aiming for positive outcomes for you. Rely on us to advocate for your interests and help you move forward. Serving the Triangle and surrounding counties, learn more at www.wakefamilylawgroup.com. Wake Family Law Group, your future, a priority.
Life is full of unexpected moments, and when the lights go out, it's easy to feel powerless. Generator Supercenter of the Triangle has a solution for you.
Generac automatic standby generator is reliable for life's unexpected moments. Last year, the power was out for days, but thanks to Generator Supercenter of the Triangle, we didn't skip a beat. Our Generac generator is reliable, efficient, and worth every dime.
Schedule a consultation today at GeneratorSupercenterOfTheTriangle.com. That's GeneratorSupercenterOfTheTriangle.com.
3 minutes, 11 seconds play. 11 seconds on the shot clock for the Tar Heels. They lead it 60-55. Broadcast presented in part by Allen Tate Realtors. Whether you're buying, selling, relocating, or seeking financing or insurance, Allen Tate can help. Allen Tate Realtors, #1 realtor in the Carolinas with more than 70 local offices and a proud partner of Carolina Athletics. A couple of those particulars again. Timeouts, 3 for Carolina, 2 for Clemson. Fouls, 8 have been whistled on the Tigers, so the Heels are in the bonus. 5 fouls called on Carolina. Possession owner belongs to the Tar Heels. Pete, what's important here over the final 3:11? Carolina leading by 5 with 11 seconds on the shot clock for this particular possession.
Well, we got to get something that we want, and I'm not sure what he drew up. I would like to get the ball down low, to get the ball to Bacot, make him either make a play or draw a double team. But down this stretch of 3 minutes, you can't afford bad shots. You got to make sure we're playing solid defense, but we got to get what we want offense.
Heels will have Davis, Trimble, Ryan, Ingram, and Bacot as the 5 on the floor. 10 different Tar Heels have scored today. Bacot with 13 bounds, 12 for Davis, 10 for Ryan. Chase Hunter, 17 points, leads Clemson. Shefflin has 16 and 11 rebounds. His 4th double-double this year. 10 points for Hall as well. Inbounds to Carolina. R.J. Davis has it in the center jump circle. Shot clock's down to 5. Davis driving on the right. Shot clock's down to 2. His fall-away is blocked by Chase Hunter into the hands of P.J. Hall. Carolina's just trying to let R.J. do some work, and he could not get free. Clemson the other way. 2:50 to go. On the left wing, Wiggins looking for Hall in the post. Gets it to him. Hall faces up against Bacot. Backing into the post. Hall lowers his shoulder, and he's fouled on the hook attempt by Bacot. That's 4 on Armando Bacot. Carolina's only been whistled for 6 fouls this half, but 4 of those 6 have been on Bacot. Hall also has 4 for Clemson. So both those veteran players with 4 fouls. Hall will have 2 shots. He is 2 for 2 today. He has 16 of his last 18 at the line and nearly 80% on the season. This is a 2-shot opportunity, even though it's just the 6th foul on Carolina due to the fact that it was in the act of shooting. 2:40 to go. Too strong on the first, off the back iron. It remains 60-55. Just the 3rd miss today in 15 tries for Clemson. Carolina is only 4 of 8 at the stripe. All ready to go on the second. Deep breath. That one's short. Ingram with the rebound.
That was great free throw defense right there.
Hall goes 0 for 2. Carolina still up 5 with the ball. Bacot, top right, short bounce pass, top left to Ingram. Now goes right wing to Ryan. Back up top, Ingram. Thought about the three. Instead, he drives against Shiflin, hangs in the air and banks it home. Strong take by Ingram. It's largely the game for Carolina. 62-55. 2:13 to go. Chase Hunter dribbling on the perimeter against R.J. Davis. Wraps around a screen. He's to the right of the lane. Bacot challenges jumper is short. And Bacot gets the rebound on the baseline. Protects it. It's R.J. Davis. 2 minutes to go. 62-55. Davis comes front court on the right. He'll slow things down. I think Hubert Davis may want R.J. Davis to take a timeout, and he does. So with 1:52 to go, Carolina's going to take a timeout and gather its thoughts with a 62-55 lead. Clemson has not scored in more than 3 minutes. Tar Heels only have 10 made field goals this half and only 5 two-point field goals this half. Neither. Carolina's 10 of 26 this half, but 5 of 11 from 3. 3 of 5 from the line. Clemson is 10 of 29 this half, 1 of 9 from 3, 1 of 17 for the game from 3, and 0 of 2 at the free throw line. Those 2 big misses from Hall a moment ago. So, Pete, 62-55. Carolina has played some quality defense here down the stretch, but really this whole game, Clemson shooting 34.5%, just the 1 of 17 from 3, and outside of the fact that Carolina was fouling too much in the first half, outside of that, and I understand that's a big caveat, it does feel like Carolina's defended pretty well.
They really have. Almost, if you look at the stats, you might think we're up more than we are based on the guys that are big players for them, and P.J. Hall and Gerard, and their shooting. Other guys have stepped it up, but agree on that defense. We've been pretty solid. We had a couple stretches where we gave up some offensive rebounds, but again, overall, pretty solid. We got to finish up the game just like we had the last couple of possessions. One shot and get the ball and make sure what we want on the other side.
Yeah, Gerard is just 1 of 10, and Hall is just 4 of 12. Hunter and Shiflin have picked up the pace, though. Those 2 Tigers are a combined 13 of 22 for 33 points. Bacot leading Carolina with 13 points, 6 of 11 from the field. R.J. Davis has just 12 points on 12 shots, but he did hit a big 3 a couple minutes ago. Cork Ryan, 10 points as well for the Tar Heels. So it'll be the same 5, Davis, Trimble, Ryan, Ingram, and Bacot for Carolina. He'll have 17 on the shot clock, 152 on the second half game clock, and a 62-55 lead. Trimble will be the inbounder to Davis. Couple of slow left-handed dribbles as now he sets up camp in the center jump circle. One-on-one with Chase Hunter. Gets a screen from Ingram to drift to the right. Hunter still guarding Davis. Hesitation. Forces one up and calls the foul. Foul on Chase Hunter, his second. That's the 9th foul on Clemson, but it will allow Davis 2 shots as he was in the act of shooting when the whistle blew. 1:38 to go. These will be the first free throws for Davis since the Charleston Southern game. Did not attempt one against Pitt and has not tried one so far tonight. 62-55 Carolina with 1:38 to play. First one from Davis is good. Boy, it looked strong out of his hand, but was able to coax it in. Back iron, front iron, back iron, rattled around in there and went in. 63-55. Second one, much cleaner. 64-55. Heels up 9 with 1:36 to go. Chasing her front side. Hands off to Chauncey Williams to P.J. Hall. Guarded by Bacot. Bacot's got 4 fouls. Has to be careful. Hall can't finish on the layup. Rebound tipped around. Ends up to R.J. Davis and a foul on Clemson. That may be on Hall, and if it is, he's out. That is 5 fouls on Hall. He will leave with 10 points and 1:26 to go. The 3rd time this year he's fouled out. It also will give Bacot 2 shots, as that was the 10th foul on Clemson as a team. Brad Brownell taking the opportunity. He's leaving Hall on the floor so he can bark at Ron Groover. Now he will send Dylan Hunter to go get Hall. 1:26 to play, 64-55. 2 free throws on the way for Bacot. Hall has had a terrific year. This was not his best game. 10 points, 5 rebounds on 4 of 13 shooting. Came in as the second leading scorer in the ACC at better than 20 points per contest.
I think Armando's done a really good job on him staying in his pants all night. Oh, all day, excuse me.
First free throw for Bacot. Rattles out. Bacot just 1 of 3 at the stripe. Came in as an 80% shooter. Looking for a big one here to make it a 10-point game. 64-55 with 1:26 to go. That one looks much better, and it's in. 65-55. Carolina, largest advantage of the ball game. Clemson gets it to Girard. Bacot did a nice job switching off the ball so Girard couldn't pull the three. There will be a three taken and missed by Clemson. Rebound tipped by Bacot into Ingram's hands. He'll send it to R.J. Davis. 1:10 to go. Davis getting front side. Strong Carolina contention here, getting on its feet. Davis with 1 minute to play, 15 on the shot clock. 65-55 Tar Heels. Davis gets a screen from Ingram to get to the right side. Shot clock to 6. Passes to Ingram. His straight on 3. Off the iron. Trimble with the rebound. Saves it off Girard. Carolina will have possession. Great effort by Trimble as he fired it off Girard out of bounds. 45.6 to go. Lamar Simpson takes this important moment to tell the Tar Heel bench to sit down as Davis will throw it in. Gets it to Bacot. He tips it right back to Davis. Of course, Clemson does not want to foul him, but they're going to bring a double team to him. Davis picks up his dribble, gets it to Cormac Ryan. Shot clock down to 8. Ryan back to Davis. Like a freight train down the lane. Loader pops out. Bacot tips once, twice, then knocked out of his hands, out of bounds by Clemson. 28.2 to go. The shot clock will reset to 20. Bacot, 14 points and 16 rebounds. Clemson tried to fluster him, and he was up to challenge. Inbounds goes to Ryan. Clemson is not fouling. I mean, they are allowing Carolina with this 10-point lead to dribble it out. They will have to shoot, they being the Heels, one more time. Cormac Ryan will drive into the paint where he's knocked down with no whistle, but don't think it's going to matter in the outcome of the game. Chase Hunter, he's not even going to try and score as Carolina, with 1 second left, will hear the horn sound, and with a 10-point road win at Clemson, 65-55, the Tar Heels improved to 3-0 in the ACC for the first time since the 2015-16 campaign. That year, of course, ended with a national championship try in Houston. This season, though, Carolina feels good about where it is right now. 11-3 overall, 3-0 in conference play, back-to-back gutty wins on the road at Pitt, at Clemson. The Tigers, meanwhile, fall to 11-3. They are 1-2 in ACC action. Carolina closes the game on a 7-0 run. The Tigers do not score for the final 5 minutes, and the Heels win it 65-55. Postgame report coming up after this. We'll talk to Coach Davis, hopefully get an audience with a player, and a lot more. You'll hear Pete's thoughts on this one, too. Hopefully it doesn't involve anyone's pants. Tar Heels win by 10 from Learfield.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance was just named one of America's best insurance companies by Forbes and the nation's best auto insurer in Crash Network's Insurer Report Card for the 3rd year in a row. Sometimes being the best means being a little different. Our difference is our people. And with agents in every county, you've got local, award-winning service right in your backyard. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance. Helping you is what we do best.
They're not just the Tar Heels, they're your Tar Heels. Customize your Wells Fargo debit card or open an account today to show your Carolina pride with every purchase. Started at wellsfargo.com/Tar Heels. Wells Fargo is proud to be the official bank of Carolina Athletics. Copyright 2023. Wells Fargo Bank, N.A. Member FDIC. Thank you to the more than 57,000 people who gave to UNC last year. Your gifts are helping Carolina make discoveries, find cures, improve lives, award scholarships, win championships, serve our state, and change the world. To learn more about the power of giving to Carolina, visit giving.unc.edu.
Would you like to learn how AI-driven financial strategies can empower you to meet evolving challenges with confidence? OneStream can help you do just that. It's the next generation intelligent finance platform that streamlines corporate performance management processes such as planning, forecasting, financial close, and consolidation. Choose the smart option. Choose OneStream. Go to onestream.com/AI and streamline your business today.
A caring man took a walk. He saw people suffering. Anxiety ran high. Hatred rose. I'll paraphrase and bring them together, he thought. But some refused to join him. He was heartbroken because he wanted everyone to be filled. Not with food and wine, but with compassion.
Jesus welcomed all to the table. Visit hegetsus.com to learn more.
For any surface and every season, Continental Tire is a smart choice in tires. From ultra-high performance tires like the Extreme Contact Sport to passenger touring tires to all-terrain light truck tires like the Terrain Contact AT, Continental has a tire that gives you confidence no matter the road conditions. Whether you're looking for summer, all-season, or winter tires, Continental Tire has something to fit your needs. Visit Tire.com to find your ideal tire. Continental Tire, a proud part of Carolina Athletics.